Hello, welcome everyone. I'm RxOliver and these are my friends. And we're playing The One Ring. This is the Looming Threat, Session 2. I'm here tonight with the awesome people. Brian in the Games Master seat. We've got Max, David, Therator, and I am going to hand it over to Marshall.
Evening, everybody. The Journal of Erithil, son of Bregal, 16th day of Garon in the 2965th year of the Third Age. I write as my companions sleep. The corpse of the troll we slew is not far away, but the lad Tomlin is safe, along with his donkey. They are none the worse for their ordeal. It would seem Rupert, the man sent to us by Lady Galarian, of my kinfolk, spoke true when he claimed to have had an encounter with something dark and sinister in the North Downs. From his description of the footprints and the growling, I am suspecting a warg of some form. This concerns me, as where the warg howls, the orc prowls. Our fellowship fought well together, with a stout axe of Derek, son of Durik, leading us against the foul beast with a powerful strike to his chest. Master Orlan and I flanked the creature, and Aranar struck a fine blow, set it off balance. Egil the emissary from Dale bolstered us with a cry of valor and strength, whilst Saragon of Thranduil's folk parried it with arrows. Derek was struck on the head with a mighty blow, but the son of Durin merely staggered before gnashing his teeth and regaining his legs. It turned on Master Orlan, attempting to fall upon him and crush him, but Orlan was too swift, stepping aside and ending the beast with a final thrust of his blade. In the hoard of the troll was a ruby ring of kings of old, and a staff clearly fashioned by the elves. Egil shall keep the ring well, I feel, while Sargon, keen-eyed scout, would be best served to carry the staff. I feel the veil of sleep beginning to descend. We shall see what befalls us in the North Downs, but my heart is uneasy.
Fantastic, Marshall.
Nice. Yeah, so I think we're going to, provided everyone is willing, I think we're going to start every session with a recap done by one of you in the voice of your character, keeping a journal of some sort. So keep that in mind for the future. We can rotate around, or if someone especially wants to take one session, we can figure that out behind the scenes.
All
So,
right.
let's get started then. It is the Old Fort at dawn. So we should go there. Where's the Old Fort? It is the morning of Mers Day, the 17th of Reth in the 2965th year. I always want to say 200 of the Third Age. With the rising sun, the sky lightens in the east, the horizon bleeding crimson and maroon, then slowly fading to a more muted apricot and soft daffodil that sparks off the morning dew clinging to leaf on tree and blade of grass. The ruins of the old fort seem much less foreboding now, flowers once more blooming in the underbrush, birds singing in the dawn's light, a fox trotting into view before disappearing into the undergrowth. The carcasses of the troll's previous meals will go the way of all carrion in the wilds, and even now green bulbs can be seen pushing up through the ashes of the fire pit it once used. While it is unlikely that man will reclaim this place, nor is there a reason to do so, with the shadow driven out, at least nature will once more hold sway, bringing peace in place of darkness. So the light of the sun streams in through the opening of the tunnel, we'll call it, rather than cave. I believe you all decided to camp in the underground hall, as it were, rather than out in the open. Assumingly, you probably set a fire, so the embers of your fire are winking out as the dawn's light starts to wake you all if you are not already awake.
Oh, I'm awake. I'm busy making a hot drink to encourage people to wake more quickly. We
Wonderful.
have an appointment with Tomlin's parents at the Quince farm.
Something fragrant to draw them all awake.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll rub the sleep out my eyes. Oh, there better be some bacon with that coffee I smell. Why do I not smell bacon, Eggle?
Yeah. If everybody's waking up, deal with see that Sauron's not there. He is actually outside on one of the walls, like scanning out, just prepping out to make sure there's nothing around that, like, kind of surprises, and just kind of getting a view of it, and he's jotting something down.
Would Sargon perhaps have done a little pre-dawn hunting?
Yes.
Would you like to give me a hunting roll?
Absolutely.
Let's hope he's found some bacon.
Hopefully, maybe find some pork. We'll see how it goes. All right.
One of these dishes.
I wonder how hard it is to shoot wild bacon in the forest.
Ooh.
Oh, nice roll.
So I won't say that you found a boar, but you definitely are able to find enough conies, perhaps a few hare to bring back, so that you all can enjoy some meat with your early meal, as some are wont to do. With that roll, I mean, we can also include perhaps you picked up some berries and perhaps some nuts along the way to help complement.
Roots and stuff
Possibly
like that.
Possibly even raiding a local
Bird's
bird's
nest.
nest for some
Yep.
eggs, right? So you
Yep.
definitely are able to find enough provender to keep all of you at least fed, if not overstuffed, this morning.
Yeah. So as everybody's waking, he wrapped in probably in leaves and stuff, like a kind of like a basket, like woven something right there with a bunch of stuff right there, and he had his portion eaten. So he's eating outside, eating some berries, just looking around, just like
So you definitely then would notice, as from the opening vignette, that there definitely is a change of feeling in this area. As is the case with many places in Middle Earth you'll find. I might as well tell you all now, because I don't think I played it up as much as I could have in the previous session. Middle Earth has a subtle magic to it, as I'm sure you're all somewhat familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And that sometimes can affect the environment depending upon what's going on around it. You may not have noticed it as much with a single troll, but it's not uncommon, for example, if there is an orc tribe in the area, for the very air to be dark and heavy and oppressive, for the light to be lessened. Strangely, in benefit to the orcs, but also somehow providing a sense of evil in the area, right? So the environment itself actually reflects what is going on around sometimes. And so Sargon would definitely sense this place feels a lot lighter. It feels a lot less dangerous, shall we say. You're still in the wilds. Things can still happen, but yeah.
He's home. He's fine.
Well, over at breakfast, I shall speak with our young friend and tease out information about his parents so that I can best prepare them for the, I will know the best things to say to them to enhearten them and make them realize that this band of heroes here has saved their son and that he is safe now.
He said don't tell them what's happened because he doesn't want them to know, but...
Yeah, because he doesn't want to be kept at home.
But our man Ego will enhearten them, that's what he does.
Right. So,
persuaded.
after some back and forth, he kind of asks you, what do you want to know? He's very open. It's very clear that he cares for his parents. Several times he refers to them as aged and in need of his assistance. So you get this picture of perhaps elderly folk who are trying to manage a farm on their own with just their small family. He doesn't mention any other families that live with them or near them. It seems like a very small, single family, as it were, farmhold. And
Yeah. So in other words, they would find it difficult to exist without support from elsewhere, and their arrangement with the Prancing Pony gets them that support in terms of items that they need that they can't make themselves.
supplies and coin, yes.
Exactly. So therefore, it's important both for them and their son that they maintain this relationship. Okay, so I'm getting my arguments ready to persuade them that all is well and should continue as it should have done.
Okay.
I think
Derek,
Arathil too will just kind of make a mental note. Just okay. It seems they're a little more isolated than a lot of the farms around here. He's going to make a point of checking in on them. You know, maybe not where he's visible, but just pass by the property, make sure everything is secure while he's
Okay.
passing through the area.
Derek will say to Eggle if at some point, if Eggle makes it clear at all that he's thinking about how he's going to talk to Tomlin's parents. Maybe I notice Eggle talking to Tomlin and realise.
I mean,
that
I
he's
think
thinking
you've
about
traveled
You-
with Eggle long enough that you
have.
know.
Yes.
So
You know how I think.
So when I get a moment away from Tomlin, I'm gonna say to Eggle, don't worry, Eggle, we can easily make his parents feel better. Watch this, and I'll go and chop the head off the troll and bring it back. We'll just give them this. Then they'll feel good. Then they'll feel safe. We'll give them this. They can hang it up in their house. And I've just got a big troll's head.
You're shaking it, and just
Hanging by the
black
hair,
blood
just
is
shaking it in his
spattering on the
face, aye.
ground, and, yeah.
I
think it
shall
will
do my
terrify
This
best
thing's
to
tongue is
persuade
lolling out.
Derek.
Just,
I shall do my
Exactly.
best to persuade Derek that what would enhearten a dwarven household isn't necessarily the same for a group of humans.
I forget
They're-
that.
they're
Yeah.
while the
Just like
two of
different.
you, while the two of you are having this discussion, you'll notice that Eggle, and perhaps Derek notices this as you go to lop off the head of the troll. Tomlin is rooting through the troll's pockets, belongings, body,
Mhm.
and he, very swiftly comes out with something that you all may have overlooked. It's a keen-looking, straight, unadorned blade.
Ooh.
A short blade,
Hmm.
but it looks well forged. Simply adorned with just a leather-wrapped hilt. And he slides it into a sheath that seems to have been made for it, that you may or may not have noticed was at his waist.
His sword. Or it appears to be treating it like it's his sword.
Yeah.
I thought let the kid have it.
Yeah,
Obviously, the
not gonna
troll
question
took
that.
it from him to avoid him stabbing it.
Yeah, I'm not going to question that.
Indeed.
Well, I shall build that into the story that the troll obviously feared their son Tomlin because he took his weapon so that he couldn't kill the troll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I shall build that into the tale that I'm going to tell. I shall attempt. I shall
Nice.
attempt first couple of verses of the lay that I am creating for this entire adventure.
Throughout all of this, also, by the way, Ajax, the donkey, is still asleep.
It looks like Tomlin is familiar with this weapon. Not that he's studying it.
Oh, yes, very much so. I mean, he
Okay, so
he
definitely
essentially
has-
sheathed it without even looking at the sheath.
Okay.
No
So, yeah,
twirl,
he
nothing
knows it.
fancy, but just very quickly, and just it
Yeah.
was put away. He seems
So
very
more
handy
of a
with it.
dagger, more like a short sword kind of thing.
Yes, yeah, more of a short blade.
Nice.
Well, while
Something
Ajax,
sized to him.
yes, while Ajax is still asleep, I shall have a quiet word with Tomlin about his donkey's apparent intelligence and the fact that he can speak to it with his mind, because that is most unusual. Does this skill run in his
Well, I don't-
family?
I don't speak to Ajax with my mind. I just talk to him.
But and he talks to you. Does he speak to you in your mind, or do you just understand what he's trying to tell you?
It's more of an understanding. Like I don't hear voices. If that's what I mean, that's crazy. but like
Well, I mean,
he makes
have you
his
noticed?
feelings known.
Well, I shall ask if he's noticed anything similar with the steeds that we are riding. I mean, do they make themselves understood more than just a dumb animal would normally do so?
Sure. So
Or is it just
assuming
that-
those of you that have mounts have brought your mounts into the hall in
yeah.
the evening, would make sense. Because it is quite a large hall, right?
Right.
He'll walk over to one of your mounts. We'll say he would probably be most drawn to. Who would he be drawn to? Let me open up the journey sheet. He would probably be most drawn to Squirrel, I think. Fenris might look a little bit too lofty for him. And Kevin is just a little frightening, being a boar.
He's
and
quite
all.
grumpy. Yeah.
He's the old man of boars.
So
I
he
mean-
walks over to Squirrel and he looks Squirrel dead in the face, almost nose to muzzle, and turns back around and looks at Eggle and he says, "No, nothing."
Oh, well, it appears that that Ajax comes from a line of special donkeys.
You think?
Well, where did he come from? Was his dam or sire on your farm, or did you?
Oh
gain
yeah,
him
I mean he was born and bred on our farm.
Interesting. Do any of the other creatures on your farm have a similar ability to make their understanding known?
Not that I've noticed. Paw used to be real good with Ajax's sire. He passed a while ago. You know, that's donkeys only live so long.
I wonder.
Probably should start thinking about mating Ajax. Actually, he's not as young as he used to be.
Well, take care of him because he's obviously comes from a strong line of intelligent assistance to help you and your family in your work.
Oh yeah, he's
Anyway.
very helpful.
Shall we set out, or do you wish to travel to Bree first to obtain a new cart? I'm not sure they will have
No,
one made. You may have to get a carpenter to make one for you.
No, we should probably head back to the farm and,
Yes,
at least
your
with the
parents will
coin.
be expecting you.
At least with the coin you all have been kind enough to give me, we should be able to make up for the lost shipment and the cart's destruction.
Of course.
I think that you will find your parents a bit more receptive than you fear they will be.
Indeed.
You're
No, they still treat me
brave.
like a kid.
How's your voice? Boy? I'm going to show you a great walking home song. Teach you a song.
Well,
Erythel just.
I sing while I work the farm. Is it 99 bottles of beer again?
Yeah, well, no.
Is that the only song Derek knows?
Nah, he knows
I'll probably
many
how
songs.
many pounds
That-
can I juggle?
That's specifically a walking home from the pub song. Specifically.
Okay.
This is a walking home from an adventure song, so it's going to be a
Oh,
joyous, raucous little number about bopping trolls.
About
Okay,
the beer
why
you're
don't-
expecting to drink.
Bopping trolls
yeah,
and
that's
drinking
funny.
beer.
why don't you give me a song roll and we'll see if you can outsing or impress Tomlin.
Okay. A song roll. Let's go.
Well, this is a little competition that
Not adding
Derek
anything
and
to it,
I
am I?
have been.
Am I still weary?
Derek and I have been involved
What's
in
that?
this
I'm
sort
still
of
weary.
competition.
No, because your endurance recovered, so
Yeah,
you
so
shouldn't
I'm
be
not
weary
weary.
anymore. You
Okay.
can
So I'm not adding anything to this roll then, eh?
No, just song.
I've got bagpipes.
Oh, you rolled a 2. It's like,
Oh.
screeching. I can hear it from outside my ears.
I forgot to add my bagpipes, Brian. I forgot to add my bagpipes.
Even with the bagpipes, you still another die wouldn't have got you there with that 0 from that eye.
My voice isn't warmed up. I need more coffee.
No.
My throat's rough.
So your bagpipe playing is respectable, but yeah, your voice is a little rough. And Tomlin listens to you as you're assuming you're all traveling now together.
Mhm.
And Tomlin seems fairly quick. He picks up your lyrics very quickly and begins to anticipate where the notes are going to go. And you find very quickly that not only does Tomlin outsing you, he's quite good.
Oh wow.
He's got a fine, clear baritone voice that carries.
Oh, fabulous.
Well, I will try the first couple of verses of the lay with him and see whether together we can create something even better.
Yeah.
Okay. I tell you what, if you are going to work with Tomlin on the lay when it comes to interacting with his parents, I will give you a bonus die with him as an accompaniment as you engage
Wonderful.
him with yourself. Yeah.
Love that we're singing. I'm going to sing in every session because it's Lord of the Rings. And they sing loads.
Yeah. We'll look at
It's a
Orlon
lot
and
of singing, that's true.
Miguel and or Erythro, and just look at speaking one of the Elvishes. Just like, are they trying to like ward off evil or something with that song? You know, the way the dwarf is
Sounds
singing.
more
No, I'm celebrating the achievements of you, my friends, the heroes of this mission.
Oh,
Erythro
well,
is going to be,
honor to
he's speaking.
accompany you.
He's speaking in Elvish, so you didn't actually understand
right,
that.
fine,
You're the
okay.
Yeah, no, he's like talking to
people
the
in
other
the
team.
party
That
that
was like
doesn't
earlier when I
understand.
heard it. I was like, oh my god, my ears.
Erythel is going to be just kind of observing this boy. You know,
Okay.
his mannerisms, kind of the way that he moves. Because
Yeah.
there's something about him that's different. It's, you know, he can't quite put his finger on it, but there's something there.
Okay.
Well, I shall
Tell
introduce
you
myself.
what.
Sorry.
Since you're keeping a close eye on him, what do I want you to do? Why don't you give me? Yes. No. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong person. Oh yeah, really not your best. Why don't you go ahead and give me an insight roll?
Okay.
We'll see if you can get lucky.
Stranger things have happened, I guess.
They have.
Okay, let's see here. No, not bad,
Yeah,
not
so,
great.
I mean, not saying that you don't feel something is a little odd with the boy, but I mean, nothing stands out to you necessarily.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's kind of just a gut feeling, and that's it.
Sure. Yeah. So, without having to open the map, as you'll recall, you're not really that far from Bree. So it takes you probably, especially coming from the old fort, you have to get back to the road and then go to the turnoff. It's going to take you several hours. So it's probably mid to late morning, close to noon. Pardon me, I dropped my claw. As you begin to approach the farm.
Okay, I am preparing myself. I've spruced myself up, and
Oh, okay.
my intention is that I will introduce us all, using my courtesy to try and make a good impression, and then with Tomlin, we shall tell of what has happened, and then I shall attempt to persuade them that all is well and they are best continuing as they were, and let their son help them maintain this farm by keeping the connections with Bree and the rest of the people in the surrounding area.
And he's going to do it all
So
in
that's the
song.
intention. What actually happens will be completely different.
And you're doing
It's
it all in
almost
song.
as if you've read the council rules, David. I wonder. Which is perfectly etc.
I haven't actually read the council rules at all.
Oh,
It's just I am
you're-
a herald.
You're
This is my
intuitively
job.
understanding what happens here. So yeah, you approach the farm, and it is, it has simple. I don't know what the correct terminology is. I'm no woodworker, but the fence pilings are made from basically like rough, clipped off branches and things like that, with quickly bored holes and piled into the ground. The house is, your pretty standard like stone, rock construction with the thatched roof, some decent woodwork in the windows and on the door. There are a couple of other structures nearby, like a small shed, a pavilion under which some like hay bales are, and things like that. It's a small working farm. And as you approach, since it is late morning to midday, you do see a gentleman standing in the fields working. I will say, before you approach, you do get a good look at him. He does not look elderly, first of all, but isn't it the way of children to look at their elders as elderly sometimes?
Yep.
He's probably middle-aged. He has just a shock of red hair that is just starting to go white around the temples, and a very kind of bushy red beard, which stands out to you because Tomlin has dark hair.
Yes.
Trending towards black, but maybe like a dark chestnut, similar to Therator's hair, actually. More brownish, but deep dark brown, rather than a light brown.
Well, it may well be that
also,
he's an adopted child. Who knows?
The man's features are ruddy and rounded, whereas Tomlin's features appear very angular in nature.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Mama played away.
I trust that was a thought running through Derek's head. My thought
Of
is
course,
possibly he's an adopted son. But anyway, I shall ride at the fore and...
You humans are very easily distracted, as you know, Ego.
So, assuming you're making no attempts to disguise your approach,
of course not.
There's a very obvious path and a gate, as it were. The gate is open. The path leads right up to the front of the house. The fields would be kind of off to the right of what you can see in the picture that I have displayed. And obviously, I think all of you would know at least enough not to ride your mounts into the fields to disrupt any of the planting.
Of course not.
But yeah, he sees, especially since 3 of you are mounted, he sees you approach, and he starts heading in your direction.
Okay.
And then he sees Tomlin, and he says, "Oh, boy!" and comes running at a good clip.
Well, I slow us down so that we won't reach the house before he does.
Okay.
Because no doubt his wife will come out. And I shall... hail, fellow well met, greeting, etc. I shall explain that my bunch of friends and I encountered your son on our travels, and we have escorted him home.
For the moment, he seems to ignore you entirely, as he calls out, calling the name Nola, as he runs up to gather the boy up in his arms. Now, Tomlin's not a small boy. He's 14. In fact, it looks like he's trending to be taller than this, who you assume to be his father, despite their disparity in features. But scoops him up in his arms, not like a baby, but, full-bodied, like bear hug. He's like, "Oh, we were worried." And out of the house comes a woman who is, you know, also similarly middle-aged. Where the man who introduces himself as Willem is, you know, he's not like ripped, but he's a man who works a farm. Like, he is stout and he is
Hardy.
I guess you could say burly.
Okay.
His wife, who you assume is his wife, she comes out. She's also middle-aged. Her body is trending towards sedentary, but not unhealthy. She is
Plump.
a good-sized, homely woman of blonde hair and blue eyes.
Again,
Just say she's
nothing
thick.
like
If you want to say
her
she's
son.
thick, you can say she's thick.
She is thick.
Yes!
Dwarves like them thick ones.
Dwarves like them thick.
I think fellas, this, you know,
She's about 2 feet taller than you, too, but yeah.
Hey, that's more climbing for me. Oh yeah.
Cliff was just kind of looking back and forth and, you know, putting two and two together in his head and going, okay,
Yeah,
there's more
Tomlin
to
doesn't
this
look
than
like
meets
either
the
of them.
eye.
Yeah, it is very obvious.
Doesn't look
when
like
you look
either
at
of them,
it,
eh?
yeah.
I shall wait until they have obviously completed satisfying themselves that he's okay, and then I shall introduce us all, hopefully using my courtesy.
Yes, make a courtesy roll for me. Oh, well, first of all, let me ask you this. We'll do the courtesy roll, but I want to ask you, because I potentially could treat this like a council, since this is our first kind of aspect of doing that. Council is another aspect of the game where when you are meeting with someone, if you have a goal or something that you would like to request, which thus far, I'm going to guess you're going to try and make sure that Tomlin is still able to make the deliveries.
Exactly. So that's the goal.
Okay. So when you have a goal, then you do like a
Well, it's
council.
not just that, it's so that he can
Okay.
continue making the deliveries, but also make sure his parents aren't worried unnecessarily.
Sure.
Yes, there are evils about, but you know, my heroic friends will be dealing with them.
Okay. So yeah, generally, if there's some goal or something that you're trying to achieve, or a boon that you're trying to request with a person or a group of people, you do a council, and then basically what you do is I have to determine essentially how difficult the request or boon that you're making is. You have to then do a series of rolls where you have to make a certain number of successes in the given time in order to achieve your goals, right?
Okay.
Not every NPC interaction has to be this way, obviously, but it's a little subsystem that we do from time to time. I think I will do that here. You're not asking for anything steep, so it's not really a very difficult council. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a number of attempts in order to achieve your goals, and you have to get a number of successes in that number of attempts to be successful.
Very good.
When it comes to a council, the first thing that you do, as you have surmised without even reading the rules, is one character will make a courtesy roll to introduce everyone. So first of all, why don't you go ahead and introduce everyone? And then based upon that, and any embellishments you may wish to add or anything like that, we'll make the opening courtesy roll.
Okay, well, as I said, I spruced myself up on the way, so my fine
good.
clothing will give me a bonus die on courtesy.
It will, yes.
So let us attempt my courtesy roll
All right.
with a bonus die.
Give it a
That's
musical
good.
accompaniment. Ooh.
Oh, look at that.
A 25. That's the biggest roll I've seen so far.
25.
25 isn't bad. It is just a standard success, though.
10 over.
Yeah.
So
They look favourably on our
All right, so the roll of success time limit is equal to the resistance. So I have set the resistance at a certain level. The time limit is then equal to that, +1 for each extra 6 you roll. Unfortunately, you didn't roll any. That's okay.
Okay.
It's not the end of the world. Okay. Now, you've introduced everyone. This is where it gets interesting. Because although you are kind of the face of the party, generally what you do in councils is you involve everyone because you're all present. So you've set the tone. Now what we need to do is one of you, whoever wishes to go next, can begin to engage with Willem and or Nora, because they're both present, about what has happened, and you can potentially make a roll. There's lots of ways you can do this. The examples they give in the book, and it's not limited to this, is you can try to awe people with awe. You can try to use courtesy again. You can use riddle to... this is more to like craft questions and answers as in a way to extract information from the person. But there's a lot of other things you could do as well. You could use battle, for example, to talk about how, oh, well, we've been through the area and it's quite safe, or, you know, there's all manner of things you could attempt. But the same person cannot make a roll twice in a row. Now, you can kind of go back and forth between two of you. Not everybody necessarily has to speak. But this is where it gets interesting, because you have to get as many successes as you can within the amount of rolls that you have available to you. For this kind of tutorial council, I will tell you that based on David's courtesy roll and based on the resistance that I've set, you have 3 attempts to get as many successes as possible.
Okay.
What is a success? A success is a successful roll and any additional 6 that you roll on that roll. So you can get more than 1 success per attempt.
So therefore, we need to people need to choose skills where they have a lot of dice or bonus dice,
Correct.
and possibly favoured as well to make sure that the base roll is more likely to be a success.
Yes, favored is helpful.
Which brings us to my question: would a travel roll be acceptable if you were to tell these people about your skill in being able to stay safe and know how to keep other people safe in these lands when traveling?
How would you apply that to making them feel that Tomlin is safe?
Because we've spent some time with Tomlin and I've been telling them about the tricks of how to stay safe when traveling, and I've been teaching their son my expertise.
I will let you make that attempt then with travel.
Tell them that he was a fantastic student and picked it up really, really fast. So do I just make a travel roll then?
Yeah.
Okay. Not adding anything. It's favoured, so it's already got advantage, right?
It's already got advantage. I can't think of a way to any of your items would necessarily help with this, so no, it's just going to be the travel skill.
Okay.
Okay, that is a failure.
Failure.
Oh,
no.
Now,
sorry, guys.
Don't forget, you can also use hope in these situations, and a new idea that I want you to be aware of in situations like this where it's not like... It's not going to be the end of the world if you fail. Let's put it that way. It may change the story a little bit, but it's not going to be the end of the world.
I want to succeed, though.
But in some circumstances, even if you fail, you can tell me, well, I'll accept the failure with a woe so that I can succeed. And basically what that means is, if you really want to succeed at something, but you have failed, if you accept a woe, then I can apply a negative kind of narrative aspect to the game.
Okay.
Let me put this in terms of like a physical interaction, because it'll make more sense. Let's say that you're trying to cross a chasm, and it's very deep and it's dangerous if you fall. So you decide to jump it. So you make an athletics test and you fail. Well, rather than falling into the chasm, you can succeed with a woe. And if you say, yeah, I want to succeed with a woe, then I could be like, oh, okay, well, you've hurt yourself, so you're going to take 2 points of fatigue.
Yeah,
Right? So there's some negative consequence,
Mhm.
but you're still successful. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Understood.
Well, I would really like to make a good impression here. So is that my option? I can't do hope. Hope is add it to the roll before you roll it, right?
Correct. Hope you always have to spend beforehand.
Right.
So there's no spending that now.
So my option
unfortunately,
here
unless
is-
you have an ability that allows you to do that.
So my option here is to fail
you-
with a woe if I want if I want a success.
Well, if you want, you can fail or you can succeed with a woe.
Sorry, I'd like to succeed with a woe because I want to succeed. I want to make a good impression here, and I made the first roll. I don't want it to be bad. I want to do what I
Okay.
can to make that a success.
So this is what I'm going to do for succeeding with a woe for you.
Okay.
You notice as you are kind of saying your piece, and don't worry, we've still got 2 more attempts for other people to try as well. You notice as you're saying your piece that it looks like Willem isn't quite buying it. So you start to do what dwarves often do. You start to bluster. And you even go beyond blustering into outright lying. And so I am going to apply shadow to you. You're going to get 1 point of shadow for being a bald-faced liar. But you lie well enough that he does believe you.
Okay.
For now.
And it's a white lie. I'm lying for a good reason.
It's a white lie. You're lying for a good cause, but you're
But
still going
lying,
to
so it's
suffer a
shadow.
point of shadow.
Okay. Do I do that on my sheet or do you do that?
No, you can do it.
What do I do?
So there should be a place next to your hope for shadow, not a shadow scar.
I see it.
shadow.
They'll just put 1 in the
Just put
temporary.
a 1 there. Yep.
In the temporary
Yep.
bit. Yeah. Okay.
I was
that
wondering
changes
if
it to 1.
maybe
Yeah.
explore or travel, just to kind of let them know, they may have heard, Erithil's nickname. They may have heard of Watcher. They may
Okay.
have never seen him, but he may introduce himself. I'm, Erithil, son of Briggle, but I am known to many in Bree as Watcher.
Okay.
I watch over these lands. I watch over the people in these lands. These are my charge. And I will be keeping a closer eye on your farm on Tomlin because, now that I know that he's traveling more frequently, I'll be more likely to keep a closer eye. And I would probably put a point of hope with that.
Okay. Nice.
I'm trying to figure out, though, I don't know that that's really good for travel or explore, though. I know you want to use one of those.
Is it awe, maybe?
If you're trying to impress them with your reputation, maybe.
That would be more of an awe kind of
Yeah.
situation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what he's kind of relying on is,
Okay.
the fact that they've heard
that
of
would
him.
definitely be more awe.
Okay.
Um,
And then maybe a distinctive feature, maybe my height. I'm tall. I look imposing because of my height.
okay. Sure, I'll let you spend a point of hope and let you use tall, so that'll give you 2 additional dice for that point of hope.
Okay. Let's see here.
Because you do kind of loom over everyone else.
Yeah, he's
Especially this guy next to me.
good size. There we go.
I mean, to be tall, you got to be at least 6'5", something like that, 6'6".
Yeah,
Yeah, he's about 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah.
That's tall.
Let's see. So what is a hope point bonus die, right? But he's not inspired. Okay, I want to make sure
well,
I got it.
No, you are inspired. Because
is
you're
inspired,
using your
okay.
distinctive feature, you count
Oh, that's
as
right.
being inspired.
Okay.
So you should get 2 bonus dice from the hope point.
Okay. Here we go.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, that's a success.
Okay, so you were successful. That's 2 successes now.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So Willem he looks up at you and he seems to be nodding along with you. You have 1 more attempt.
Could I suggest maybe I could do explore? I'm
Well,
pretty good
I
at that.
was going to suggest that I try to persuade them that all will be well. That the best thing for them is to let Tomlin continue to help with their small farm and everything. But I will let you, Sargon, if you wish to speak. Then far be it from me to step in your way.
Persuasion definitely would work, and Egil is quite good at that.
Mhm.
How would explore make sense?
Well,
How would you use explore to?
with the maps that I have, I could show him the safer paths that he can choose from to say that he's coming from his farm to Bree, to know the better landmarks he's going through and safe spots in case he's ever stuck, in the rain, stuff like that, safe little camp spots.
I'll leave it to you. Who wants to make the roll?
I kind of like the, having a little bit of variety here. Everybody having the chance to
Okay.
Yeah.
have a shot at it.
Well,
Go ahead and give it a roll
I'm
then
more than
for
willing
Sargon.
for my heroic friends. I'm sure they will do a wonderful job.
Go for it, Sargon.
Okay.
Let's see it.
So yeah, you can in the way that you describe it, you can use explore. I'll let you use your maps since you have those.
Pull them out, get them on the table. But look at this route's safer, and do all that.
Yep.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, that's a lot of dice.
It is a lot of
Why you
dice.
can't get a 6
It
to
is a
save our
success,
lives,
so-
man.
Luckily, you only needed the 3 successes, and you had 3 attempts to do so. So you are successful. Obviously, that could have gone a lot faster had anybody rolled any 6s, but it doesn't always happen. But yeah, so you're successful. You the group of you managed to calm Willem down. Nora actually, through the whole conversation, never seemed terribly upset. And in fact, she meets Egil's eye and gives you a slight nod of understanding. And you kind of get the sense that, she probably would have talked Willem into letting Tomlin continue to do this anyway, but, having you all talk sense into him before it even becomes an issue she appreciates it. And
Nice.
Willem, obviously at this point, since you've all been talking, he's already let Tomlin down. He hasn't just been bear hugging him the whole time, but he has had his hand kind of on the back of the boy's neck, even though they're getting close to the same height. And you see that he shifts his hand from the protective location on the back of his neck kind of over to his shoulder and kind of gives him a tight hug real quick, releases him, and says, well, you've all made some sense, and we do need to continue our interactions with Butterbur and Bree. It is an ease with Tomlin making the deliveries. That way I'm able to continue working on the farm. Boy, you're lucky they were here. And he kind of gives him a smack on the back. He says, get Ajax back to where he belongs. Get to your chores. Can I interest you all in some lunch?
Oh, you absolutely can. That's very kind of you. Did you hear that, boys?
Nora,
We've been
we got
invited to
enough?
lunch.
And he cuts you off. He's not a man for a long conversation. He's like,
He's a
Nora,
Greenlander,
do we have
all right.
enough? And she says, yes, dear, we have enough.
Fantastic.
And yeah, they invite you inside. It's a very small home, but it's small in the fantasy sense. It is a single large chamber. You get the sense there might be another chamber out back, or maybe even there's probably a platform in the rafters that might be even Tomlin's space.
Mhm.
But there's a large table, a enough for all of you at least to sit around, tight as it may be. And it's more like benches rather than individual chairs. But she is able to bring forth some dried meats and some bread. You can see that there is a lot of hanging herbs around the walls in various states of drying. And she brings each of you some watered down beer that you can tell it's the same beer that you had in the pony the other night. So they're definitely being supplied by the Prancing Pony. And yeah, you all sit down, and Willem goes into it, full fist with a hunk of bread and grabbing a slice of meat. There are utensils on the table. He does not appear to use them, but Nora is, delicately cutting the meat with some nicely forged metal utensils and eating the meat and the bread.
If this man is going in hands, then I'm going to smile and do the exact same. Just tear a big chunk of meat off and just smile at all my friends.
A kindred soul.
Yeah, I look at the dwarf. It's like normal behavior.
So he looks over at you and gives you a wink and goes back to it.
Oh,
I
fantastic.
sideline Derek, and I just continue with the fork.
I'm-
the side.
I look at the dwarf. Fork.
No. In Dwarvish, that means something entirely different, my friend.
Yeah. In Dwarvish, that's a weapon and it's 3 feet long.
And, Erithil will just say, your son has a lot of courage. Most youngsters his age would have coiled at the experience that he had, and he didn't. He stayed firm, and he was wise enough to stay clear when he needed to.
Why doesn't it? As you're speaking, I mean, I want you to continue because you've got a good line. But when you say his age, I want everybody to give me a awareness test.
Okay. Will my keen-eyed make sense in this? Keen-eyed?
Sure, keen eye works.
Woohoo!
Okay.
That works
But
for me
again,
too.
you have to spend hope if you want to
I
use
will
it
spend hope if I want to use it, yeah.
because it's a distinctive feature.
Well, I was
I use-
actually going to be separate from this.
Okay.
Watching for clues and trying to use my insight to figure out, because I'm not sure that Nola is
Ooh.
farm
There we
bred.
go.
So it may well be that she and Tomlin came from elsewhere. But anyway, as far as the awareness is concerned,
How do I add my hope again to my roll, Brian, on the character sheet?
So since you're using a distinctive feature, you're going to click hope when you do the roll. Well, so start the roll.
Yes, I'll roll, yep, alright.
Select that you're going to spend hope, but then also, since you're using a distinctive feature, select that you're inspired, which should be available after you click on the hope option. And that should automatically roll 2 additional dice for you.
There we go, yeah.
So under hope,
inspired.
you got it.
Yep. There we go. Rolling now.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Ooh,
Wow.
Okay.
Look at that.
Ooh.
So let me go through all of these.
That's quite a roll.
I got a great success.
I wasn't going. Oh, okay. So Egil, that was actually your awareness test. As far as your insight with regards to her not being farm bred, it is true that at least among Breelanders, her shade of blonde hair is uncommon.
well, it's not just
Given-
that. It's her manners. It's the
Her
fact
manners,
that
okay.
she's using cutlery in a
Yeah.
fine way. She's carving neatly rather than just sawing away.
Yeah.
She seems to have some knowledge of herbs, etc., which is beyond the norm. So I think there's stuff which is pointing me at her not being,
Freelander.
bred.
Right.
Yeah.
I will give you. You can go ahead and make an insight test on that.
Okay.
For the rest of you, so with regards to the awareness tests, Arithil definitely okay. Arithil definitely sees this. Sargon sees it, as does Orlan. You all notice that when Arithel says something about the boy's age, Willem snorts into his food, like it's a joke.
Well, I didn't notice.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I was focusing on Nola.
It's a half smile on his face. This is. Did I misspeak?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Boy's older than he looks.
Indeed.
I look at the boy in there, so I was like, okay.
Tomlin's not here. He's out doing his chores.
This is that would explain his composure, his maturity. He was quite composed, and even when he took back his blade, he seemed to know his way around it.
His blade? That's mine. I let him use it when he travels.
Fair enough.
Like, I'm just looking at the couple, and I ask it directly without hesitation. Is he of Dunedain blood?
So, at that, she actually stands and says, well, I'm sure you all have much to do. We appreciate your promises to look on the area more. I'm certain, and she looks at Arithel and she says, with the watchful eye of the rangers looking over us, I'm certain we will be quite safe. Perhaps I can offer you some additional supplies for your journey. We do have some more dried meats. I have a few loaves of bread ready, even some herbs that might be useful to you. But I think it best if you go about your way.
Of course.
Oh, she's kind of like, hey, get out of here.
I'm going to give Orlon a wee elbow in the ribs. Probably rougher than it needs to be. Like, oh, he touched a nerve there, elf. Oh, what have you said there, elf?
Arithel definitely takes the hint and just. You know,
I'll definitely take the hint and also take the food.
Probably keg.
Almost like a silent apology, like.
We would love to
Didn't
take
mean
the herbs,
to touch
but
a
you can keep the food. You need the food more than we do, but the herbs will be great in our travels, I imagine.
Okay. She gathers a small bundle of food and gives it to Willem and says, dear, why don't you take Tomlin his lunch as I see these good folk off on the road.
Now, as this idiot of an elf says that we're no wanting the food, I'll be like, and then I'll just go back to the meat that's on the table and just grab another big, just tear another big half a rib cage off it. Fine. You can no take food, I am. I'm snacking
she very quickly shoos Willem off to go take food.
Step away for a minute, folks.
Okay. And starts guiding all of you towards the door after preparing some various herbs for you. And anyone with any knowledge, whether it's lore or hunting, you would recognize that some of these herbs can be useful in preparation of food, but also in preparation of poultices and things like that.
Okay.
Handy to have along. Nothing that's going to give you any statistical value, but just, if someone is injured, you can prepare a poultice to help with that. Or if someone has a bit of a headache, you might be able to prepare a tea from some of that. So she puts a bundle together for you and starts to usher all of you out.
Okay. As we are going,
Uh-huh.
I shall attempt to persuade her that secrets are sometimes best shared with those who can help keep them and support those who are carrying the burden.
Ooh.
Okay, give me a persuade test.
I don't think this is an appropriate time to use my symbol of merit, because that's more for...
Yeah, I think that's more for like official kind of diplomatic.
Exactly. This is personal. Yeah. So
yeah.
I shall also.
But the ring works.
Are you encouraging this woman to keep up the lie about
in.
the real parentage of her son? You're going to get shadowed.
No, he's trying to get her to dish, I think.
Oh, is he?
Exactly.
Oh, the opposite.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, like,
Spell it, lady.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
A couple sixes. Ooh, extraordinary success.
Extraordinary success. So.
You smooth talking bastard.
Right?
Well, that's why they call him the Silver Tongue.
Yes. But I'm not pressing, it's just putting this in front of her as something to think about.
She gently pats you on the shoulder. She's a little shorter than you. And again, not unpleasantly so, but stout. She looks as if she spends most of her day sitting around the farm. She doesn't do much of the heavy work, it seems.
Which is, again, it shows you she's not a true farmer's wife.
Well, she pats you on the shoulder, and she says something. I've not done the research on this because I'm just kind of, coming up with this as we play. But she says something in Elvish, in Quenya.
Right over my head.
As a matter of fact, which does go over your head. But Sargon and Erithil and Orlan are all close enough to hear her.
Mm-hmm.
And she says this in a manner in a pleasant manner. And she basically says something along the lines of, the very young often misunderstand what is needed to protect people. And she says it in I'll just say a dialect that is very familiar to Erithil. There's an inflection in the Elvish that is common amongst the Dunedain.
And he will be completely neutral-faced. Make no expression that he understood it. But just that little flicker of an eye, like, okay.
When she notices that Egil doesn't understand, she smiles.
Yeah.
And says, "I'm sorry. It's not secret so much as not a life I'm a part of anymore. Nor do I wish my son to be."
Very good, mistress. You know your family best. But if through action or inaction I can be of help, please don't hesitate to ask.
And by all means, I didn't mean to rush you off. I don't want you all to think I'm upset. If you're ever in the area again and you need a place to rest, the floor might not be the most comfortable, but we can provide blankets and whatnot and keep you out of the weather if need be. And if you're ever looking for a quick bite to eat, by all means, we often have more than we need.
I will use the usual flowery phrases of your generosity, blah 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 blah, and take my leave. Whatever it is that she's keeping, then obviously it is important to her.
You do notice as you're leaving, perhaps for the first time, that above the door, kind of not recessed, but in a bit of shadow, because it is kind of above the entrance door, there is a blade hung there.
Ooh,
Bare, no scabbard.
No
And
dwarf, no.
It is extremely exquisitely made. But it doesn't look to be weighted to the... For those of you that know weapons, it doesn't look to be weighted to the hands of Willem. It's a delicate blade.
More for agile.
A woman's blade.
Or an elf's
I
blade.
think, out of everyone, I think Derek would probably notice that easily enough.
Being a smith.
Yeah.
I think Erithil on the way out would just simply say in Kenya, Nose or Ile, which basically means family above all,
She nods.
and just gives her a smile and a nod like I understand.
Yeah. Sargon just like gives a little wave. He's like, safe travels and may the sun be on your back. And he just kind of just. Oh.
One more.
She smiles as you grab another one, but makes no move to stop you. Yeah.
He just hops down. Ugh, let's go.
So as you leave and unhitch your mounts, those of you that have mounts, you can see Willem standing beside the field, watching Tomlin going about his chores and his business, and he's smiling. He's beaming, in fact, watching the boy, and you can tell that he cares about him very much. Ajax is kind of under one of the pavilions and appears to have fallen asleep again. But everything looks right on the Quince farm.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's right.
Long may it remain so. Now, to the north, fellows!
As
north,
while they're riding away from the farm, as Arifil is on my horse with me as we ride away, I talk in Quenya to Arifil and says, "You noticed something special about the boy, didn't you, Arifil?
I did.
When this is over, I will want you to maybe observe the boy, keep him from distance. He may have some future ahead of him."
I will. I promise. I won't take him from his mother, but I will watch over him.
Very good. So yeah, I ride it forth.
All right.
I shall continue trying different words in the verses for the beginning of this saga as we ride along.
He has a book and he's writing it.
Cactus fights and puffs a little bit as he walks.
All right. Well, at this point, then, we're going to move into our journey. Now that you've done with the side quest, as it were, as you call it.
I make a note where the farm is. It's like, all right, farm friend here. Okay.
If you open your company sheet,
Yep.
you should now see under journey log, there is a journey there that hopefully you're able to click on and open.
The 2965.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I see.
If you drop that list down, it should show Spring, Bree, North Downs, and
Yep.
you can click on the edit journey log.
Yep.
So Journeys in the One Ring is another system for travel. You never truly get lost, as it were, in the One Ring. It's not quite so much a hex crawl as you would see in some older school games, but there is a process to journeying, and the reason why is because Middle-earth is quite large, and it takes some time to get from one location to another. As we discussed in the first session, you're expecting it to be several days to get to this hill that you've been tasked to engage with. Now, and I quite like this, rather than doing random encounters and getting bogged down in random things that occur along the way, the focus of the One Ring is getting to the sites where the story happens. But along the way, you have a bit of a montage. So if you imagine like the films, which I assume you've all seen, the scenes of the Fellowship traveling over the mountains or jogging through the woods or whatever, all of those transitional scenes, that's kind of what the journey system is meant to be.
Or the 450
will-
pages Tolkien wrote of it.
Yeah,
Keep walking,
So
keep walking.
exactly. We will, depending upon your roles and your ability at journeying, there is often events that occur, but they're not like full encounters. They're more like short narrative montage sequences, but do still have an effect on you. Because one thing that happens potentially during a journey is you gain fatigue. At the end of a journey, when you are at the place where you're supposed to do the thing, you now have a fatigue value that can work against you because you've had to travel. And if you have a particularly bad stroke of luck with your rolls during a journey, your fatigue might be very high, which can make your dealing with the new situation difficult, or you might have very little fatigue. It just depends. Those of you with mounts, essentially what a mount is in the One Ring is, think of it as fatigue armor. Whatever your final fatigue is, you subtract the vigor of your mount from that because you've been mounted, which is unfortunate for Sargon and Erethil, but that's the way it goes. You don't have mounts because you're not prosperous. But again, it depends on what happens. So we're going to go ahead and treat this as a normal journey would work. I have kind of mapped out your process here as we discussed on the map that you can see in the journey path. And I also, the main map is, or the main screen should be showing you the map of Ariador now. So what you can't see is underneath that map, I have a separate hex map that allows me to track how many hexes you've traveled. Each
As a matter
hex
of
is essentially a
interest,
day. Yeah.
Is Arethil a hunter or a lookout? Because on the company sheet he's down as a lookout, but on the journey sheet he's down as a hunter.
Oh, I can change that.
Just wondering which it is.
I think he decided to be a lookout currently.
I think he's
That's-
capable
We
of
don't
both.
need hunting yet, so
Yeah, that can be switched easily enough. I think you all can modify things on the sheet as well, can you not?
Probably, but I didn't know which was which.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
No,
that makes
I
sense.
can't, not on that one.
Yes. Everybody's fed
Okay.
up with me talking, so they've sent me off as a hunter.
Hmm.
That makes sense.
So the
So we don't
wait,
have a
it says
scout
we
now.
have no scouts. Who's the scout?
Sargon's
that
the
was
scout.
Sargon.
Sargon's vanished.
Yeah, I don't know
Sargon
what
vanished.
happened.
Well, let's put
It
him
still
back.
says Sargon
There
scout
it
for
is.
me.
On the company sheet, he wasn't in the slot for
okay.
some reason.
Yeah.
Okay. So now everybody's in the correct slot. Okay, everybody is set up correctly on the journey sheet, and I have the map ready. So essentially, if you're looking at the map, not the journey sheet, you guys have been kind of in between these two hexes, so you haven't really traveled all that far. We're going to go ahead and do the process now. So the first thing that happens in the journey is the guide needs to make a travel roll.
Okay.
Now, you can do this from your character sheet. You can also do it from the company sheet. If you go to Derek, son of Durik, you'll see there's a little dice icon under your name. You can click on that, and it'll roll travel for you. Or you can do it from your character sheet, whichever.
I don't see the dice under my name on the company sheet.
You don't. If you go down to the part where you're listed as the guide and mouse over your character portrait,
Oh, yeah, I
you don't
do.
see a couple little dice
I
pop
do.
up?
I do.
Okay.
Do I have anything that assists in this? Any gear or anything? I don't even remember what
I
my
don't think you
gear
did.
is.
You used to have it, but you traded for the bagpipes.
That's right.
No. You still have that backpack, right?
Yeah.
This is a travel roll. That like for a general journey travel roll, your backpack item, I think, will apply. So
Gain a
you can
bonus
add
die on
bonus
travel
die for
tests
that.
when you can use this item.
Yep. So your backpack and frame is going to give you a bonus die to the roll, which you should
Okay.
be able to add.
How do I add that? Just
So
add
when
one
you
bonus
click the little
dice.
dice, it'll open the add it as a bonus die.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. That's it then, I think. Ooh, 8 and a 7,
Ooh,
surely
I like
that's
That
good.
was almost a Gandalf rune.
Almost.
Okay, so
Successful.
you got a success. So basically, what that means is that let's see, if the travel roll was a success, you have an event that takes place a distance of 3 hexes plus 1 for each 6 rolled. So starting from Bree, well, actually, technically starting from this hex, we'll say, you're going to go 3 hexes, which is to about there. And then we're going to have a journey event.
Are we supposed to see the hexes
for-
on this? No?
No.
No, I didn't think
that's
so.
for me.
Yeah, those are.
There's a reason why you can't see them. Because there are also colors that have an effect on things.
Oh,
Yep.
yes.
Okay, so we're going to go to the journey log, and we're going to add an event. Alt click. And this is... I'll go ahead and tell you what it is, even though you can't see it. This is a wildland. So there are 3 different types of regions that have an effect on your event rules. There are borderlands, which are safe-ish, wildlands, which are about normal, and then darklands, which are not great.
Dark.
Yeah, they are dark. That's true. So this is a wildland. Roll that.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
that's not good. That's not good. That's not good.
Oh.
Oh,
Event type, terrible misfortune. I'm pretty sure that's not good, yeah.
Hang on,
dear,
this is
that's
wildland.
not
It
good.
should not have been
Oh.
that. Actually, I'm going to delete that because it looks like it rolled it as a darkland. It's not a
It
darkland.
did.
It has said
Did?
dark
Oh, yeah,
region
yeah.
type, yeah.
It should be a wildland.
Wait,
I
what
still,
in
still
Mordor?
think you should give
What's
us the
going on
terrible
here?
misfortune. I want to see what it is. Oh, masochist, give it to me.
Why am I not able to change the type of land for some reason?
I think Sargon's probably very happy it's not a terrible misfortune as the scout.
Was
Well,
the
it's
map
just target
sensitive?
scout, yeah. Oh shit. It tells you who it's affecting, the incident, like that.
Well, presumably the 2 means that you've got to get 2 successes to avoid it.
Oh my god.
Roll
it's
the
not-
eye again.
Oh, no, no,
Roll
do
the
it
eye again.
Well, again, it rolled it as a darkland again. What is
Oh,
happening?
that's right.
It's on Orlon this time on the lookout.
Oh boy.
No, there's 2 lookouts. There's technically 2
There's
lookouts.
two
Oh yeah, that could be
Yeah,
Orlon
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
Arathil actually.
Ooh, is this the correct one?
There you go,
Oh, there you go.
Wildland.
Wildland.
Now it's still me. That's still me.
It's you, but it's only a mishap this time. It's not a terrible misfortune, it's only a mishap.
All right, hang on. Now that's not showing on the sheet.
Let's see what
it
this is.
Okay, cool. All right. So we have a mishap with the scout. So basically, here's the way it works. I have a table that tells me, in general, what each of these does, and then I have to embellish on it a bit. So go my notes here. There. Do I have any mishap ones? Yeah, that'll work. We'll use the one that they suggest. Okay. So on the 3rd day of traveling since leaving the Quince farm, you are settling down for camp one evening. After following a small stream for a while. Always good to be close to fresh water. And as the sun begins to dip below the hills, you come upon a gray pool fed by a spring from among some rocks. It's a refreshing sight to find such a rare kind of peaceful place in an often barren landscape. And, you know, Sargon, you decide, as lookout, this would make an excellent campsite compared to everything that you've all seen thus far. As you are all setting up camp, however, Sargon, I'm gonna need you to make an awareness roll for me.
Okay. And what time of day is this right now?
It is evening, so the sun is getting close to the horizon. It is getting dark. So yes, your ability can work, but keep in mind you have to spend hope for that.
Oh, I understand that one. I plan to.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. It's awareness.
Yes.
Okay. Betting the hope die. But since it's using my thing, does that make a magical success?
You set it to a magical success, yes.
Okay.
This is where you can auto succeed on things because you're magical, because you're a
He does, but it still rolls because the number of sixes he rolls
extra
can change.
sixes, yeah. Cool.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, I forgot the keen-eyed. That should have helped.
That would have cost another hope.
Oh, okay. Well, it's an automatic success, though.
Because it's a magical success. Magical successes always succeed, and it just rolls the d6s to see if you get any sixes to improve.
That's why no d12s roll.
Whatever might happen.
Because it's already got a success.
That's
why
it
there
wasn't
roll
a d12. It's already a
right,
success,
okay.
yeah. It is a magical success.
Cool.
So, as the rest of you are setting up camp, Sargon, you actually feel drawn to the pool. And as you move closer to it, possibly to fill up your canteen, or water skin, I suppose, would be more accurate rather than a canteen. The only person that probably has like a metal pounded out canteen would be, the dwarf. So to fill up your water skin, you do see a glint in the fading sun, kind of a glint of something just within arm's reach at the bottom of the pool. Now, I'm going to leave it up to you. Do you reach for it or not? You already have a magical success, so
yeah. So what it is?
Trust that nothing bad is going to happen.
Yeah, I pull out my sword and kind of stick it in there and see if I can nudge it out of the water without trying to stick my hand in there. See if I can kind of pop it out.
So you can do that, but again, I'll reiterate: you have a magical success, which means you can invoke the subtle magic of Middle Earth.
Oh,
it doesn't have to be something so mundane as using a sword. Like, how could you potentially do this magically?
So I would think it says there might be a branch nearby that's in the water, and he sticks his hand in there and he kind of looks at it and he can feel the warmth of the magic of the area. That is whatever the root that's there kind of like lifts up a little bit, and whatever that's shiny kind of pops out of the ground, and you see a branch kind of looks like a hand, like branch kind of going like this, and whatever's in that kind of like its knuckles, he kind of looks at it, it's like, what the hell is this?
So as this root begins to kind of rise out of the murk and bring this glittering thing closer within your reach, all of a sudden an unseen force begins to pull at you, as if it's trying to pull you underneath the water.
Ooh.
Now you very quickly manage to pull away.
Yeah.
With your speed and agility.
Swiftness.
Yeah. It's no trouble for you to pull yourself away. And you just managed to grab this item before you pull yourself away from it. And it is a brooch. like a gold brooch with an old crest on it. A crest you've seen before, actually, very similar to the one on the ring that Egil found. And as the water clears, you can see that at the bottom of the pool, there are decaying, well, not even decaying at this point, just skeletons, bodies, many bodies.
Yeah,
at the bottom of this pool.
Yeah, he backs away.
And you
with a
feel
sword
that
drawn.
you've triggered some kind of curse because of the bodies and corroded armor at the bottom of this pool. Felt some anger at being left here. But you are unscathed and unaffected by this strange curse. And now have a small bauble to remember it by. Nothing of immense value, but perhaps a remembrance of, hey, maybe it's not always a good idea to reach for something glittering in the dark.
Yeah. So yeah, he goes back to the rest of the group and he's like, I would not drink from that water, and he specifies what happens, and he kind of shows the brooch he finds. It's like, yeah, okay. So he kind of just pins it, and like, you know, the brooch on his belt just kind of just sits right there, and I'm like, okay.
So, in game terms, and then we'll take a short break before we move on to the next leg. Had you failed, the journey would have taken an additional day, and you would have taken an additional point of fatigue. But since you succeeded, you don't take any fatigue, and in fact, no one takes any fatigue. Had you failed, everyone would have gained 2 points of fatigue for that particular event.
Well, you're welcome, gentlemen. You're welcome.
Well done, Max.
So, that is our first event, and we will take a short break and come back and see how much further we can get with our next travel roll.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay.
See you all in about
Lovely.
13 minutes, Twitch.
All right. Sorry, I just got distracted by something, but I was incorrect, so I shouldn't have been distracted. Okay, so first event done. We will move on to our next travel roll from our guide to see if we can make it to our goal today.
I could do it from here, can't I? Travel from...
You can. And you can
From
still add a
this
bonus die for your backpack and frame.
To the right is a bonus dice.
Yep.
Correct.
No sixes. And a 1 and a 2.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh.
So, failure. A failure on a travel roll. I'm actually kind of glad you got a failure, because that...
Oh my god.
Thanks, mate. Love you too.
No. It's just we learn more
Wow.
about... Because if you had succeeded, you would have made it to the goal and no other events, and that's fine.
But now we get to
at
do
least
another
now we
event.
know what Well, we get another event, and we know what a travel roll failure looks like. So,
Okay.
if the roll was a failure, the event occurs 2 hexes away. So you travel 2 hexes. Not quite there yet. In summer and spring, and 1 hex away in winter and autumn. Which traveling in winter and autumn can be rough. So you managed to make 2 hexes. All right, so we're going to have another event. Oh, also, that reminds me, while you're looking at the journey sheet, if you guys want to join me there again, there's a journal area. If anybody wants to type in stuff about like what happened with Sargon in the pool, you don't have to. It's just that journal is there for you. I can write in the result. The result was a success for the first event, and now we're gonna I'll rename the event too. Can I do that? I don't think I can. That's fine. So we'll roll a new event. We are... Oh no, that's right, we're in the Darklands now.
Oh, are we?
Oh, great. Yeah, that's
Ooh.
Yeah, you remember how last time would affect
Remember how that went last time? Always rolled that thing again.
Choices
Ill-
again for me.
Ill choices for the scout. Ooh.
Oh.
Again for the scout.
Oh, you're unlucky.
She's got in for you tonight, Wax.
Okay.
No. There was a roll for that one where it was like, super malicious. I'm like, really? What did I do to piss somebody off?
So, let me go to my.
I didn't rob the wrong crypt.
Not yet.
Do I have another good ill choices one, or do I have to just make one up?
I don't seem to be able to edit the journal. I'm clicking the edit button, but I can't seem to type anything in there.
Same, David, same.
Oh, you know what? Hang
Yeah,
on.
just
Probably don't got
Let
Let
permission.
me.
He'll open it up.
Is that
Well, I
what it
can't
is?
even. Yeah.
Don't worry.
From
He'll
that.
open it up, and then David will write amazing journal entries, because that's the kind of player David is.
Go ahead and try it now.
Hang on, let me close it and then try reopening it.
Yeah, close it and reopen it.
How do we open up the journey thing again then? That I've just closed.
So on the company tab, if you go
Nope.
down to the journey log,
Yeah, well, that's right.
Nope.
down and hit edit.
Bill doesn't wish to do it.
Really?
Yeah, same.
Oh.
Not for me either.
Tell you what, there's another thing we can try, but I wonder if. Oh, that's interesting. So it's reading as a separate document.
Ooh, that.
Oh, I guess I should be keeping track of this too. If you want to put journals in about what's going on, I guess the best way to do it
Put in the description.
would be. No, I was going to say put it in the actual calendar. So.
Oh yeah, the calendar
let's
journal.
See the,
Yeah.
yeah, the first journey took 3 days, so that would be the 20th is when the first event occurred.
And this is sorted by day as well. This is really handy, actually, the calendar journal. We should just use that.
I had a question real quick, Brian. So with
Yeah.
the journal, we can go with the calendar. We can go back and check other notes before. So if
Other
we know
days.
this day.
Yep.
Yeah, so we can go back and look at days in case it's like,
Mhm.
hey, that's we remember something, but we can't remember what it was.
Very handy.
So we can go
Sure
back
can.
to that date, and I'm like, oh shit, that's what happened.
It is very good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
David, if you're making a note, the first
Yep.
event that Sargon had was on the 20th, not the 21st.
Okay.
David's
So
on the
we are
case,
now
boys.
on the
David is on the
22nd.
case.
Fair enough.
I'll say the pool of woe.
Okay, so that's right. We've got ill choices again for
Yeah,
the
let me see what's gonna
scouts.
happen. I gotta pull up my elfie magic again.
How many times can you use that just as much as you've got hope?
Yes, I believe.
Yeah, as long as he has hope, he can do it.
It's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So as you're traveling northeast on the second day of this current leg, go ahead and give me an awareness test again
Okey-dokey.
for Sargon.
Alright.
You always make awareness tests during journey events.
Okay. Let me use another point of hope.
Okay.
Oh, couple of ones.
Oh.
It's an automatic success. He's
Ooh.
doing the magic again.
Yeah.
So as you're traveling,
Mhm.
your attention is drawn by, we'll say, by sheer just oneness with the world around you, since you used a magical success.
Mhm.
You are focusing so hard on the environment, you can feel everything almost before it happens. And from the north, east, a flock of birds are heading south, which you know is odd. Your elven eyes can see that these are thrushes of various size. They even look to be potentially from a few different flocks. And they are traveling south at an odd time, generally birds of this type travel south in winter, not in spring. So you know that something is driving them.
So yeah, as he's looking through this, his eyes, Orlon's nearby. He kind of pats his leg as he's probably on the horse and just motions up to the birds. It's like, that's not natural. Like, it's I've never seen such types of alien creatures traveling this far, and it's not too cold right now.
Maybe something scared him from the north.
Well, it's probably I wouldn't say a good sign, but it's a sign that what that one man said about whatever that creature that was up there, and especially from the troll that we dealt with, is there might be definitely something that way.
Then we have to be vigilant. Keep your eyes peeled.
Is this the 21st, by the way?
This is now the 22nd.
22nd, right.
21st was
As Sargon said,
the
everyone.
pool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I usually look to everybody, and Sargon told me, let's be on the lookout. I have a bad feeling about this.
Indeed.
There are some dark forces at work.
All right. So, we need... I mean, you're probably going to succeed, but we need another travel test now from
Okey-dokey.
our guide.
You can
Got
do
a
it.
little
You
bit
can
left
do
to
it.
go.
I believe in me.
We all believe in you, Derek. You are an expert at this.
Oh, just a
That was
six.
sixes.
Just a six. Just
Let's
Oh.
do
there's a
that.
certain sixes.
Couple of sixes. 27.
First one
Extraordinary
tonight.
success.
So-
Hey.
Oh, look at that.
If you weren't already going to reach your destination in the next hex, you actually would have traveled 5 hexes that time
Oh,
with
wow.
a success and 2
Oh.
sixes.
Okay. Bless you.
Well,
Thank you.
So we get there
But yes,
early morning
you-
by the sound of it.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good way to think about it. So, as you travel on the next day, perhaps early on, you can see, as you continue to head to the northeast, the beginnings of the North Downs. This range of hills is the same range of hills that Fornas-Irain sits in, although some ways to your west. And it's not... There is a bit of lowland between them, but it is very closely related to the Weather Hills, which are off to the southeast. But the terrain does become much more hilly, much more rolling. There's no mounts to speak of, but you can see cresting several of these hills what look to be ancient ruins. As I said, it's about probably midday as you come upon what can only be the hill that Rupert mentioned. And from a distance, it does indeed look as if the hill had some form of crown. Before approaching it, you assessing the area, you can see that there does appear to be a natural but relatively easy causeway that leads to the top of the hill that you can take, or you can try to scale the sides, which, if not using kind of the natural ramp, might be a little bit of work. You also notice as you come closer to it that although it is midday, the day begins to darken.
Okay.
It becomes very overcast, even a bit more chill in the air, with the sun not streaming down upon you.
Has our scout noticed any tracks on this causeway?
Are you approaching the hill?
I
and
am
heading up the
asking
causeway?
our scout.
Well,
I would
as yet, I will say no. But if you would like to approach the hill and start moving up, we can start taking a closer look. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go up the hill, do we see anything from the distance? Any movement? Anything on the ruins from distance? Anything?
From the bottom of the hill, it is difficult to say.
Okay.
And I do
'Cause
seem
this
to
is
recall there was
Not
a
a
tale
small hill.
I believe there was talk of a depression within the crown of the hill.
There was.
Rupert said, so we wouldn't see that.
Right. I was thinking awareness and shadow lore, just to kind of get a feel for the area, see if you notice anything that he's seen or heard of before. It just seems a little more related to a specific thing.
It wouldn't be awareness; it would be lore. But I will let you
Okay.
use shadow lore with that as well. Yes,
Okay. So
if you
that.
spend the hope, right? Because shadow lore is
Yeah.
a distinctive feature. Yeah.
I will do
So
that.
I would like to also do a roll with one of the distinctive features, I think, Brian. Let me have a quick look again.
Okay.
Because it's something relative to similar to what he said there. I have the enemy lore, orcs. Enemy lore, I'll post it in the thing.
Sure.
Would he be inspired for this?
If you're using shadow lore, yes, you will be inspired.
Okay. There we go.
I mean, what are you trying to figure out though? You don't see any signs of orc yet. Like, you need to, with that distinctive feature, you need to be interacting with something. You need to be looking at signs of orcs or something.
On this hill that we're actually looking at, that he's talking about, the one that looks like it's got a crown, is this a ruin, the crown that you're talking about? Is it a ruin?
Well, I mean, we're about to find that out, I think, potentially, based on Erithil's role.
Yeah, I'll save that for now then. I don't need to do that just now.
Okay.
Well, Egil's suggestion is we go straight up there because you can tell the day's darkening already. We need to get there before nightfall.
Yep.
Yep.
So,
Success.
with Erithil's success, you would potentially recognize that this may be a ruin from the time of the reign of the Master of Angmar and the fall of Fornasi Reign. This could be an old Rudaur site, the Hillman.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're still at the bottom of the hill, so it's difficult to say what it might have been, but
Right.
there's definitely a ruin up there, and it's
Okay.
probably from
But
that
did the
period.
hillmen make causeways? Does my folklore tell me whether or not the hillmen made causeways?
You can go ahead and roll for that, sure.
Do I need to spend a hope on that?
If you want to use folklore, yeah. Otherwise, you're just making a lore check.
Well, my lore generally is pretty dire, so let's try folklore.
Well, you're still going to roll lore, but if you spend a point of hope, you'll be able to use folklore, and then you can add.
The second D12, isn't it, that you're adding?
Well, no. What you're doing is, if you use a distinctive feature, you're going to select that you're spending a point of hope, and then you select that you're inspired, which gives you 2 extra D6s.
Oh, it's 2 extra
All right.
D6s, right?
Nice.
Oh.
So, your folklore isn't clear on specifically the Rudaur, the Hillmen making causeways of this sort, but again, it would not be uncommon for them to have done so if there is a ruin atop the hill that was important to them. If there was, this could have been a watchtower, given its location. It could have been a temple. It could have been any number of things. Depending.
Let's get up there and see, and catch the enemy in daylight.
Is the enemy
Very well.
I might just start charging up with my axe ready, like. You think they're
Okay,
going to
so
be
you
up
guys
there?
are heading up the causeway. Very good. Now, I do think someone said something about wanting to check for tracks as you headed up the causeway. Now
Well,
I'll let you,
asked
now
the
that you're
scout.
actually going up. Yeah, that's right. You asked the scout.
Whether or not the scout chooses to do so is another matter.
Yeah, scan around, look around, but like,
Well, you could do awareness, you could do hunting if you're looking for tracks.
You will probably have to move quite quickly before Derek tramples them.
yeah. I will do a hunting.
You're not wrong, Eggle, mate. You're not wrong.
Let's see, hopefully.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
You don't see any
Nice.
signs, at least heading up this causeway.
Yep.
You don't see any signs of tracks
Okay.
as you head up it. Let's see. Let me read you, because this is from the actual starter set, the current starter set for this. So I do have some pre-written text for you.
Cool.
Okay.
It's fun sometimes just to see what they've written.
Oh, yeah, it is.
You've been following a tortuous path across the North Downs for some time when you finally see it. The hill that Rupert spoke of rises within a small wood, its summit mostly barren. The ascent is easy, and you quickly reach the top. Sparse grass patches cling to the rocky soil, where 5 grim, shadowy stones jut upward like the fingers of a skeletal hand. 4 of these stones grouped together, their foreboding shapes mirrored by a solitary, thicker yet shorter stone standing on the opposite side. A terrible
Okay.
reek hangs in the air, emanating from a shallow pit dug in the middle of the ring of stones. As you look inside the pit, you discover the source of the vile stench. A large, decaying carcass swarmed by flies. Now, I did mention, and this is just so you know that telegraphing sometimes is important, that as you approached the hill before you crested it, the day darkened, and you felt a sense of chill and foreboding. Upon reaching the crest of the hill, all of you, potentially, are going to gain 2 points of shadow from dread for approaching a dire sight. Now, you can resist this.
Okay.
And you can do this with a Valor test. What you're going to do on your character sheet, you're going to click on... I don't know why it's not letting me do it, but you should be able to click on at the top under Heroic Stature, where it says Valor.
Okay.
Yep.
And that should instigate a roll, which is going to be based on your heart, I believe. Not that you have to do anything, you're just going to make the roll. But you only have 1 point of Valor plus the normal D12, so there's nothing you can add to it. I don't think any of you have any specific protections against shadow currently.
So
I am
my
stout-hearted.
What? Oh, yeah, you are. What does Stout-Hearted do again?
My valor rolls are favored.
Okay, so you get to select that it's favored.
Okay, Valor. There we go.
How do I select whether it's favored or ill-favored?
So when you click on it, there should be about halfway down the die roll sheet.
There's
favored, ill-favored.
ill-favored. Yep.
Just click on the feat die and make sure it's on best, not worst.
Best. Righty-ho.
Okay.
Very good.
So my question is, I can't use the magical success of like the nighttime because this is not a skill roll. This is a valor roll, right?
Correct. This is not a skill roll. This is
Okay.
Valor.
The option is on the page for some reason. Can I add a hope point onto this?
You can always add a hope point.
How many hope points do I have?
There's no real distinctive features you can use.
How many hope
You
do I
currently have 11 of
11.
11.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna add a hope point.
Okay.
And if you fail, it was 2 shadow points, yes?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow.
I
Gale
failed.
succeeded. Nice.
As a barding, I fight this off.
Yeah, you do.
It's like, I like just shake it off.
So everybody failed except for Egil, looks like.
I'm gonna spend a hope point just to get
Yeah, I
rid of
think
the
so.
chance.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sargon hasn't rolled yet.
How do I check? I want to check like my cultural blessing to see if that makes me tougher for things like this. Redoubtable and no grim. How
doesn't.
do I check them? No, they don't. Okay.
So, if you'll recall, I put your cultural blessings under background. If you scroll down to
Right.
the bottom of your sheet.
Yeah. If you click the drop down for background, it shows me
Yeah.
being as stout-hearted, so it'll show you
Yeah.
as being whatever.
Right. Okay.
Now
okay.
grim and yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, so everyone except Egil, when you crest the top of the hill and you smell this reek and you see this almost skeletal shape of these stones jutting up out of the top of the hill, you feel a shiver and you feel just this sense of dread wash over you, and all of you gain 2 points of shadow. Again, not really a huge issue until shadow is higher than your current hope.
And you put that in the temporary
you-
box, yeah?
You put it in the temporary shadow box, yes.
Okay.
And I
Now,
add that
if-
to the one from before from Lion. I've not lost that for any reason, have I?
No, you haven't.
No.
No.
Okay.
Now, like I said, it doesn't really become an issue until it is higher than your current hope value. Also, if you ever get into a dire state where it's like, I have so much shadow, I need to dump some of this,
Mm-hmm.
you can always, at any time, I wouldn't suggest doing it unless you have a lot of temporary shadow, you can dump all of your current temporary shadow and take a shadow scar. But a shadow scar takes a lot more to remove during a fellowship phase as opposed to just temporary shadow.
Okay.
So right now, I mean, unless you start spending your hope down really low, you guys are all pretty much okay.
Yeah.
But you feel it, right? You feel that dread.
Yeah.
I'm too
All
young
right.
to understand what's going on, so
Yeah,
that's
maybe.
fine.
It's like, what's going on? It's like, you got like
Or
the hard
maybe you're
veterans
maybe you're just very brave.
He's
Yeah,
spent a
that's
long
all
time
just-
around dwarves now, eh? He's very brave for a man.
Right?
Well, I
Right.
look at this. I look at this
Wow,
kind of
very brave for a
corpse.
man.
Yeah. Can anyone tell how it died? Was it that kind of horrible?
What
killer
is
killed
it?
What is
No,
it?
that's the thing.
What is
What
the
is
corpse?
it?
What,
Yeah.
what kind of corpse is it?
Well, I mean, if somebody wants to investigate it, you certainly can.
I
Why
don't
don't you
Well,
guys
yes,
tell me
I'm
what
not
you're doing?
frightened.
Is this gonna be a scan roll to see what it is,
I think,
or
You could use scan.
yeah? I want
I
to
think
look over
Airthel's got ANR out and just, scanning around like something's, he's got just this terrible feeling there's something coming.
I'll also keep an eye on the
Okay.
area as well. I'll look outwards while you're looking inwards, Max.
Okay.
Yeah, I do the same. I have my arrow out, watching one direction while arrow field check the other.
So Sargon is looking at the carcass in the pit,
Mhm.
correct?
Yes.
Arathil and Derek
Yep.
are keeping an eye up and around at the area, correct?
I'm keeping as
Yep.
well. As well. Yeah.
3 of you.
I-
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a look at the carcass in the pits. Well, first of all, is it actually a carcass or is it some sort of evil creature? But mostly,
No, well, it's a carcass. What
Yes.
kind of creature it is, you don't know.
yes.
yet.
Well, if I can figure it out, then I will. But if it's not something I've come across, then I'll use my hunting to try and judge how old it is in terms of time since death. It's rotted, current state, flies, etc. How long ago was it killed?
Okay.
Are there any signs of creatures killing it?
Sure.
What are the wounds, etc.? Do I recognize what killed it?
So if Sargon is identifying it, maybe you should do
Yep.
that instead. Roll hunting and try to get an idea of what killed it,
Yep.
how long it's been here, and so forth.
I will try that.
Oh, that- ooh.
Excellent roll.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
that's good. A great
Nice
success. That's
roll.
good.
Okay, so we're gonna get to Sargon and Egil's information in a moment. For the 3 of you that are looking around,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's one thing to say, I'm keeping an eye out, but what are you looking for specifically? What are you looking at? What are you looking for?
I'm looking at the other
That'll
hills.
tell me what you need to roll.
I'm looking at the other hills for signs of movement.
Okay, so you're looking beyond this hilltop.
Beyond
and you're
this
looking
one
for
to the other
signs of
ones to
movement.
see if I see anybody moving about at the tops of the hills.
Aerothil's watching the causeway, and the land
You're watching the
around the hill,
causeway,
just looking for
okay.
movement.
I'm watching the
Okay.
stones, the pillars, like any movements within our stone, like by the rocks or the pillars. I'm not watching movement
Okay.
or anything.
Okay, interesting. In that case, I want all three of you to give me an awareness test.
Okay.
Not my strongest skill.
No.
I might spend a
That
hope.
succeeds.
I'm going to spend a hope.
That's a
Well,
great
that's a
success.
great
Wow.
success.
Maybe I don't need to spend a hope.
It's your call.
I'm looking at a different
You're all
thing.
looking at different
I
things.
am looking at a different thing. Let's just do it. I said I was going to. Let's do it. Not that it's going to help me.
And a fail. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's good. Okay, so Sargon, you're looking at the carcass, and a couple of things stand out to you. One, it is large, and you're fairly certain from the size of it. Oh, also, I should ask you guys this: did you bring your animals up here, or did you tie them off in like some brush at the bottom?
I would have left it. It's
Don't
not.
worry, your animals are never really going to be in danger. I just kind of want to know where they are.
Well, I rode my horse up here because I was keen to get here before dark.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, that also reminds me. Gosh, I'm so out of it. We need to deal with fatigue before we go further with this
Ooh.
adventure site.
Oh.
Well, I don't think it's gonna be too bad.
So, you succeeded on both of the events. So
Mhm.
actually, we don't need to deal with fatigue because nobody has any. So
Right.
You're welcome,
I
guys.
think
So you don't lose
automatic
fatigue. So you don't lose fatigue through the normal journey mechanism. So
No, only
Days
if people
For the
people
events.
fail at the event do you gain
Okay.
fatigue.
Okay,
okay.
that's good.
I'm pretty sure that's right. I'm not gonna look it up right now. So nobody has
Dune
any
and Dane
fatigue.
have
Cool.
an
Don't
ability
need to
that
worry
they
about
can
that.
just not gain fatigue at all.
From the beginning?
No, it's a
Oh, that's a
trait
cultural virtue.
No,
Yeah,
cultural
yeah.
thing. No.
Yeah, you don't have that yet, but
No, not yet.
you might in the
Definitely
near
something
future.
on the horizon, though.
Right. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna assume no fatigue for right now. That's fine. So Sargon, you're looking at the carcass. It's very large. You're fairly certain, with you got a regular success. Yeah, you are fairly certain that this is a horse of some kind.
I like it's just his frowns a little bit and his rubbing his chin and he kind of looks over to Egil is like this is a horse.
Now,
Was a
Egil,
horse.
with your
Was a horse.
was a horse, right? Egil, with your
Ooh,
great
it's a horse.
success and looking more at the condition of the horse, you pick up a few things. First of all, it's very clear, and this is also clear to Sargon as well, that the horse was burned
Ooh.
in this pit. So kind of like an offering, perhaps?
Hmm.
It's not over a spit or anything, so it wouldn't have been burned for food.
Mhm.
It was just burned in the pit.
Does-
But
Can we figure? Was it alive when it was burned, or had it been sacrificed or killed? Are there any of the wound?
So you did get a great success. So I'm going to tell you this: it's definitely been killed within the past 3 days. You do also, while you're looking closely at the carcass, that there are other burnt bones that suggest that this site has witnessed more than this in terms of an offering. including the remains of several large animals like boar and deer, as well as human and orcish bones.
Oh,
Ooh, that's unnatural.
Which
Also-
implies it could be hillmen doing.
Also, with your great success, you can see just in some ash kind of showing a bit of half-burnt bridle with a bit of the metalwork still attached to it that
Recover
has
it.
some kind of... Okay.
To-
Do you want to make a lore test to try to determine anything about the metalwork?
I can try, but I know other people
Oh.
know more about this than I, so I shall show it to the others. And
Okay,
see if
so when you
they
show
can
it to
do
Sargon, who is right there with you, Sargon,
Yep.
you can actually identify this immediately. That the bridle appears to have been Dunedain in nature. So this
Ooh,
horse seems to have belonged to one of the Rangers of the North.
yeah, I look over to Arithel and I basically, speaking in
Well,
Elvish.
let me stop you, because that's
I'm
what
sorry.
you two get right now.
Mhm.
Now we go to our people who are looking at things. Arithil, the causeway seems, just as when you arrived, unused. No one is traveling up it. You've still got that sense of foreboding, though.
Mhm.
Derek, there's
Hill.
some hills over there.
yeah.
You,
It's over there.
you think you might be able to make out, again, some more structures. They don't look like this one, but it wasn't uncommon for the hillmen, maybe it's in the name, to use various hills as, sites for forts and watchtowers and so on and so forth. Many of them are in ruin now. You do know, even as a dwarf, not that dwarves are dumb, because they're not, but dwarves aren't often taken towards a lot of lore, as it were, right? They're interested in
You don't care much what goes on
crafting
above
and-
ground, to the
Right.
most part.
But you would know, as most people know, that Eriador is, well, Middle Earth as a whole is not as populated as I think, outside of the fiction that we're in, as a lot of people think. Middle Earth, quite realistically, I don't know if a lot of people recognize this, Middle Earth is post-apocalyptic.
Mhm.
The wars at the end of the Second Age, in addition to an early plague in the Third Age, have decimated the populations of
Yep.
man. And dwarves and elves were already on the decline. Dwarves just simply because they don't propagate as much, and elves because many of them are leaving to go to the west. Much of Eriador and Middle Earth as a whole is in ruin. Like, there are, that's why there's so many ruins all over the place with treasures to be found, is because there's just not as many people anymore, and places have been abandoned and fallen into disrepair. So on top of being kind of post-apocalyptic, this is an ancient world. This is the 2965th year of the Third Age, before which there were two other ages easily as long, right? So like this is so yeah, you see other ruins in the distance, you see the hills, you don't see anything that stands out to you as odd.
And
But
nothing that
thankfully,
moves.
nothing that moves. Thankfully, Orlan does see movement. Perhaps it's his training and background as a guardsman of Imladris, but as you are keeping an eye at the area around the stones and some of the underbrush there, you do see movement, which means none of you, assuming that Orlan calls out a warning, will
Yeah,
be
so I-
surprised.
Yeah, like I yell at Cinder and Tiro for look out. Movement over there.
You hear a deep, rumbling growl, and all of you hear a command in vile, orcish dark speech to attack.
Oh.
Oh,
I just close my eyes and point myself in the direction of the orcish voice, and then open my eyes and start running at it with my axe in the air.
Well, I've just heard two things I don't understand, but I do understand what Derek's doing.
You do.
I've seen him do it before.
He's a dowsing rod with a beard.
So, let me get the enemies out here, because we still had the troll out there from last session.
Get your bad guys out, Brian. Let's see them.
oh.
Yeah, they're coming.
Get your bad guys
Give me a
out for the
second.
boys.
Orcs.
Give me a
First orcs.
second.
Our first
They're coming.
orcs, boys. Ooh. What do I have to spend to go first? What do I have to do?
He's getting a rager on.
Uh-oh. Yeah, rearward stance is out.
Oh, the artwork is so sick. Okay,
I
I'm gonna
love the artwork, yeah.
zoom
All
in
from
on
the
that
book.
for a wee minute. Awesome, awesomeness, awesomeness.
So, coming out from, perhaps swarming might be the word because they outnumber you, out from behind the stones are a group of orc and goblins, accompanied by a not small wild wolf. You don't know that you would necessarily call this a warg, but it is a fiendish looking creature with slavering maw and dripping fangs. So, we are not surprised, so we will go into combat and we will have opening volleys.
Yes.
All right.
So anybody with a ranged weapon may attempt an opening volley against a target of your choice. Make sure to target your enemies.
You can't do a ranged attack, like throw your spear and then run and attack with your axe as well, can you?
Not in the same volley, no. But this is kind of like that's what's happening in the fiction. Like you're charging in, but as you go, you throw your spear.
Well, that's what I want to
right?
do, is throw my spear as I'm running, and then
Yeah.
run in with the axe. That's what I'm doing. So what do I need to do that?
We'll go in order as you are on the encounter tracker, right? So Orlan,
yeah, we have
you
an
actually
encounter
get to attack first with an opening volley.
All right. I will go for the big guy there, targeting him
Okay.
now with my bow. Let's see, great bow and roll. I think
So your bow shot flies wide as this large orc is charging towards you. Derek,
It's going to launch a spear. So do I just press the button? There.
target someone first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, obviously the big fella.
Okay.
And do I just press this bow and arrow button on the screen? No?
Click on if I recall correctly, you click on the on your character sheet
Aye.
on the weapon
Aye.
picture.
And
So
the
like one
combat
hand thrown.
positions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spears. Can I spend a hope?
You can. Keep in mind you got 3 shadow.
It's only 3. It's an
I
orc.
know.
on
I've spent a hope to
Yeah.
hope that this spears him right in the testes.
Yeah, you can spend a point of hope. That's going to give you a bonus die.
Let's go.
The bellows.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, so that hits. Oh, hang on. We got to back up because
Oh.
you didn't click on the right thing. You clicked on your skill, not the actual weapon.
Oh shit. Sorry.
Oh, no, you didn't. Hang on. Yeah, you clicked on the skill. No, on your character sheet, you want to go down to.
Oh,
It
the
should be
spear
the
here.
combat
Yeah.
You
Found
want to
it.
go
Yeah,
down
it's-
to your weapons
Found
and
it.
click on where it says spear, one hand thrown.
Yeah.
Did it take your? Yeah, I'm gonna give you a point of
Give me a hope back.
hope back, or you can give it yourself. I mean, you can adapt your hope, so you should be at 9 before you
Okay.
make the roll.
Right, hang on. I'll take that off and then I'll change my hope before I make the roll. Okay. Let's go. Come on.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh.
Oh man, there's a
Oh,
6
okay.
though. I mean, shit.
So your spear, it seems like it's dead on him, but he manages to bring up his shield and deflect it as he continues charging
Yep.
towards you.
Okay.
Egil.
I'm going to hurl my spear at the wolf creature.
Okay.
Hang on a second. You need to select one and only one token to attack. Ah.
Oh yeah, target the wolf.
Mhm.
Sorry, somebody did. I thought that was you.
No, that was me.
So just mouse over it and press T on your keyboard.
Right, fine.
that's not letting me target at all.
Have you
She
got
didn't do anything.
Have you got your token selected first?
And check.
Hang on a second. If I
I can't select my token either.
Oh.
So just click anywhere on the screen to deselect anything you might have selected.
You draw a
Okay.
box. Draw a box somewhere on the screen. It's the best
Yeah, or
way to
draw
do
a
it.
box. And now try and target what you want to do. Because if you
All
don't
right.
have anything selected, it should automatically be yourself.
No, nothing.
close that.
Still can't target?
Nope.
That's weird.
Maybe refresh. I don't know if that worked.
Yeah, you might want to try refresh because I can't think of anything that would be preventing both of you from being able to target something right now.
Okay.
You're in the scene.
I'm
You're in combat.
Yeah.
just refreshing. Loading the combat shot. Right, close the calendar. And there is now a box around my token.
Right.
It's
So
an
if I
error.
click-
It sometimes happens. That's what I had to do sometimes.
Right.
Hmm.
Click on the wolf.
Don't even need to click on it. Just
What
hover
is it?
over it and press T.
Yeah, just hover over it
Yep.
and press T.
There you
There you
go.
go. See,
It looks like
Okay.
it's taking a minute. I gotta step away.
Okay.
Okay.
And then call my sheet up.
You have better luck than me.
Well, not really. I'm not very good with this.
I mean, I've got.
Believe.
That's just a tease. I've got the big thing coming in a minute.
Most of
Believe
you
in
are
your
built for
dice.
melee, which is pretty normal, actually.
Hmm.
So yeah, Egil, your spear it feels like you're throwing true at this wolf, but at the last second it dances away and snaps at the tip of your spear with its maw as it dodges. Normally Erithil would be next, but since he stepped away for a moment, Sargon, why don't you make your opening volley?
Yep. He's
As
targeting.
this horde is charging into view.
Yeah, he's targeting the wolf.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Come on. Unlucky.
Yeah. Oof.
So again, perhaps it dodging the spear has thrown off your aim as both you and Egil try to strike the wolf at the same time, but your bow shot goes wide.
If you need to roll for me for a bow shot, that's fine. I'll be right back.
Who do you want to target?
The wolf.
The big guy, or the wolf? Okay. I will do that then.
Yeah, because if the wolf can
Okay.
do that to a troll, yeah, you might want to take it out.
So Erithil will also try to... Well, this wolf doesn't look like it's big enough to have done the damage to the troll that you guys saw.
Not the same one.
Oh, okay.
Well, this
There's
is kind of
another
what my
one,
character's
maybe.
thought is that this might be the creature, so he's like, I might want to take that thing out.
All right.
I've got a racial
Oh.
prejudice.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
And
you just one away.
Erithil's
So close.
One
bow
away.
shot goes wide as well.
Unlucky, Arthel.
All right, now, unfortunately for all of you, these guys do have ranged weapons.
Like,
So, we are going to spread them out liberally. And we'll start with
Shield up
go
time.
from the top to the bottom. So, one of the goblin archers is going to fire at Egil.
Miss. Oh, shit, hit.
Oh, that's a hit.
And his bow shot manages to strike Egil. Or, endurance isn't exactly the same as wounds. His bow shot manages to hit you in a relatively weak spot of your leather that you're wearing, I think.
Yes, I'm in leather corselet.
Yeah. And so he will do 3 points of damage to you with that shot.
You filthy
So
orc.
do I
do not...
need to resist?
No. So the only time you make protection rolls is if someone gets a piercing
Alright,
blow
fine.
on you.
Thinking
Okay,
orc,
so
don't shoot my human!
Another of the goblin archers lines up on Orlan and fires.
I'm the only one that's allowed to beat on him.
His shot goes wide. Do you dodge the shot or does he just miss, Therator?
I say I dodge it like Matrix style. He goes a bit
Oh,
beyond my
okay.
face.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Just to make it
Orlan just
fancy.
deftly steps to the
Just a
side as this
lean.
arrow sails past where he
Michael
was
Jackson.
a mere fraction of a second ago, while another archer lines up on Derek.
Shield?
Yeah, that's also a miss. How does that happen, Derek? Shield?
Shield.
Just ping in the
Ping.
shield.
Bounces right off. Doesn't even, dig into the shield. It just bounces right off.
Oh, just deflects.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen shit at something. Dink. Oh, okay.
I've got a big
And
shield.
then one
I'm built
fires
for this.
at Erithil.
Oh, that's a miss. That's a miss.
And how does he miss you?
He just kind of leans out of the way, looks at him, and just,
Just a really bad shot. Like it didn't even take much for you to dodge it. That's funny.
that was your one.
And the final
big
goblin
you
archer will fire a shot at Sargon.
You're rolling from Egil's sheet, by the way.
Am I?
Hmm?
Yes.
Yep.
Are you?
Whoops.
Yeah, it says
Yeah,
Eggle.
apparently I was.
Eggle.
Oh.
That's fine. I can see
I didn't
that
know. I
they're
didn't know I had a
goblins.
bow of horn.
All the goblins are named Egil. It's gonna
That's
make
their
things
name.
Really confusing.
Oh, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
It's not your name. It's not my human name.
So
No,
Max,
Egil-
how does the Egil goblin miss you?
It's like he's like time kind of slows down. And he's kind of like looks at the arrow and he's like, really? And he kind of just sits there. And he's like, okay, what?
All right.
Lego my Eggle.
So, does the big boy? Oh, the big boy does have a spear. So he. Oh, actually, all of them do. So I should have changed that. It's fine. I'll let it go by for now. These. Oh no. Oh well, that's fine because you got hit. Erithil didn't, but that's fine. So these orcs have hatred of men.
Oh, okay.
So
They
the
don't
big
like-
one is going to throw a spear at Erithil.
Well, I'm glad I'm not a man. Ooh.
They're favored when they attack you.
I hit.
Mm.
Am I not favoured when I
And-
attack them because they're filthy greenskins?
The spear manages to hit you in the side and might not penetrate your armor fully, but does bruise you, and you can feel it as you take 4 points of endurance damage. The wolf, however, does not appear to have a ranged weapon, mainly because I don't want to spend any hate yet, so we'll deal with that later. So now we're in close combat. Okay, close combat. You can now change your stance, but here's the problem. You are outnumbered currently.
Mhm.
That means that no one
Can
can
use
take
rearward.
the rearward stance. Everyone has to be in close combat until you are no longer outnumbered.
Okay.
So you have to take forward, open, or defensive.
And that's
Make
a
sure to
little. that's the
Right
little
click
things.
on your token and select the appropriate stance.
Proper stance.
On the left hand side,
Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I will be forward. There we go.
How do you change the stance?
so right
you
click
just-
on
Right
your
click on the
token.
token,
Into the front.
and on the
And
left
if you
hand
do the little
side,
stances
On the
yeah,
far
yeah,
left,
yeah.
there are the 4 stances.
Got it.
Oh, the orc only a mother could love, huh?
Not even a mother could love that.
I'll set Aerophil to full.
Well, no, an orc
Okay.
mother. I mean, you know.
And equip the
So-
sword. There we go.
Oh, no.
What are you
Oh my
doing?
God,
You didn't
What are you
die.
doing?
He's not dead. He's not dead.
He didn't die.
I'm escaping.
Damn!
I got insta killed.
Okay,
The orc
so
smells
we're
so
gonna go down the
bad.
line. But here's the thing. So since you are also outnumbered, gotta give you a little space there. That means that I get to choose the engagements. Okay.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
So, the big boy is gonna run up to Aerothil,
Oh.
Yep. Yep.
and then the rest of you each get a goblin because they have to engage.
Mhm.
But the other goblin and the wolf hang back.
Oh, okay.
Sneaky motherfuckers.
Being
Now-
tactical.
I've done my engagements. Now we start taking actions which occur in order of stance. So Orlan, in forward stance, you're first.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna swing at this goblin then. That's what I will do.
Let's get him.
Let's see, longsword, two-handed, and roll.
Go on, Therator, give it to him.
Oh, that was a bad roll.
Yeah, it was.
Oh boy.
So it definitely dodged as it kind of throws back its horn bow and pulls out a jagged looking blade. It definitely dodges to the side as you try and strike it with your long sword. Derek.
Hmm?
Oh, I'm gonna try and do a big swing with it.
You're gonna try and golf him?
Give it a swing with the thing, yeah.
Underswing, yeah.
And I click here, two-handed.
Let's
Target
play
him
the
though.
Hobbit game now.
Oh yeah, target first.
Yeah, if you haven't done so, you might want to target the guy in front of you.
Okay.
Come on, you got this.
Um,
Kill this goblin. You got it.
And then a big swing from the thing.
Come on.
Any big money, no whammies.
I don't have a racial bonus against them or anything, do I? Just
No,
racial
you
hatred. Just good old-fashioned racial hatred.
Yep.
Oh man, it was
What's
almost.
going on, guys?
That's
you
good
did get a
enough.
great success,
That's
though.
good enough.
Yay.
That's good
Yeah,
enough.
woo.
Here we
That
go.
feed die was low. I was
So-
worried.
It says here special success. I've got the option of doing heavy blow, add 7 to damage, fend off, add +1 to parry against next attack, or shield thrust, pushed back.
I would say heavy.
instead of
The
damage.
is it piercing blow or heavy?
It's
blow?
heavy blow. You better believe I'm doing the heavy blow, mate.
Piercing
I'll
blow
say that.
won't be enough, but heavy blow, yeah, is probably the
Yeah.
way you want to go. So 15 damage.
15 damage.
Ouch.
Wow.
I will apply.
Watch and learn, boys.
Oh, he's still-
This is how you kill
Why did that
goblins.
not apply?
Cloven Goblin.
Oh no, because he targeted the wrong. He's targeting the big guy.
Why
He's
did
not
that
targeting the
not
one in front of
apply?
him.
No, I'm not. I switched my targets. I switched the target.
Okay.
I'm targeting the big guy.
Why is that not applying damage?
I did have him targeted.
No, because it says attack
Yeah, I know.
Hagamog
That's fine.
using the.
That's fine. Oh, it's been coming off Hackmog. You do have the wrong guy targeted.
I
Or I
no,
did.
no.
I don't know.
I've got him targeted. I can see the things popping on him.
That's
I
fine.
might be
Maybe
an
refresh
error.
the page,
Hackmogs.
maybe? Maybe refresh, maybe?
No, it's
I had-
fine.
I
We'll
had the
figure it
right
out.
guy
Okay,
targeted.
So he should have
Mhm.
rights. He is fixed. This one is deed.
Brown bread.
So how do you kill him?
Oh, I would say that
Oh,
it's my first swing, so it's like a forehand swing. It's like a golf swing because it's coming from the ground up. Because I'm just getting swinging now. Like he does it like the guy throwing the hammer. He gets his momentum going and just starts spinning, gets faster and faster. It's my first one, but it's a nice uppercut swing. And I would say that with that much damage, he just goes boom straight through its neck and cleaves its head right off. The head
Yeah,
just
you just rip.
pops right off.
Not cleave so much because it's an axe with an upward swing, but you do kind
Ripped
of
it off.
begin
Rip
to
it off.
cleave
Rip it off.
his
aye.
head in two, and it just rips the head off of the spinal column. His head goes flying, and we'll say that the head flies about 100 yards
Wow.
over the crest of the hill. And anyone looking can see in the distance that it actually hits the ground, rolls, and actually falls into like a mole hole. So yeah, you got a hole.
Hole in one.
All right, so
yes.
The Hobbit fan of the golf will be so proud of you. Can't remember his name, but he'll be so proud of you.
Oh,
Right.
I just invented
Okay,
golf, folks.
so that's
I'm
Derek. Erithil.
Stout blow for the son of Doran. Anar for the Dunedain. And he'll strike at the orc in front of
Big
him.
guy. Sure.
Let's go.
Here's hoping. Ooh,
Oh, no, that's six.
That's a
Six.
great
Oh.
success.
Yep, it's great success.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to do a heavy blow on that one.
Okay. Now, it looks like you have him targeted.
Mhm.
So let's make sure that the damage is applied correctly. Okay, it does. So, yeah, you strike a heavy blow to him and bring him down to a knee. But he stands back up with blood just dripping out of the sides of his mouth and calls you in the black speech, a name that shall not be repeated amongst polite company, that is oft
Ooh.
given to men by the orcs.
Eggle's really
Okay.
going to have to learn some new languages. All this is going straight over his head.
Like, wait, what
You
the
don't want to
heck?
know that filthy language.
You can tell from the inflection that it was definitely a vile orc slur of some kind.
Again,
Wouldn't go with my
Erithel just
courtesy.
smirks like, I'll take
Well,
that as
I
a compliment.
believe I shall quote from the Book of Bard and as to the importance of targeting one's opponents with a heavy blow, and point to my two colleagues as having enlivened the combat by embodying the words of Bard as I attempt to enhearten the guys in the front.
Okay. You do have a goblin on you, but you're gonna go ahead with the enhearten?
I'm going to go ahead and
All right, yeah,
enhearten
make
them.
that enhearten test.
Oh, look at all those dices.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Goodness sake.
Wait.
Good work.
Sadly, does not come into effect.
How
Maybe
about
over the
enhearten when you're
din of
dodging more,
combat, they can't
goblins?
quite hear you. Sargon, make sure you've got the correct person targeted.
yeah, that I do.
Do you? You can't.
There
you go.
I don't know why it was doing that. So it's you see him sitting there. It's like he draws his blade and he's more like going a little more of a defensive stance and just kind of like
Now,
kind of like a little bit of a fencer kind of moves.
before you
swings
make
at
your
him.
roll, I
Mhm.
want to remind you. Yeah, okay. Make sure that you unequip your bow and equip your
Mhm.
sword, because your bow has special effects that your sword doesn't.
I
There you
understand
go.
that.
Good deal.
Get him, Dirt Elf. I believe in you.
Okay. Yep. Let's go.
Oh, that's a 10.
Ooh.
Is that not enough? Oh.
Not enough.
No, by
That's
one. That's
missed by
that's
one.
totally fine.
So the goblin manages to slip just beneath the swing of your blade as you thrust or swing it at him.
Okay.
And that brings us to the wolf. The wolf is... I see the problem now. Somebody has the wolf targeted.
Sorry,
Instead
I've
of
got it
their own
targeted from
enemy.
before, and I've never
Oh,
actually
okay. That's no big
switched
deal then,
targets.
if it's just you. It
Yep.
won't matter unless you make an attack roll. So the wolf is going to spend a point of hate.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that. Hey, it's not great, but it's not as bad as all that.
It's going to howl and try and frighten us.
No, it's going to leap, which allows it to attack any target as if it were making a ranged attack.
Oh.
Okay.
And the wolf doesn't have the same predilections as the orcs do. It hates everyone equally. So I think, you know what? I'm gonna
Including
randomly
orcs.
choose a player character.
Come on. Nah, I'm taunting it.
Come on.
Don't
come on.
randomly choose, I'm taunting it. Go on, you
Orc-
big fucking
orc-
eerie
orc-
bastard.
It
here we
will
go.
leap at Egg.
Get off my man!
Uh,
Oh, that's why my enhearten didn't work. That damn wolf kind of
That wolf
interrupted me.
was eyeing you.
Yes.
So it leaps over the fray and tries to attack you with its fearsome jaws.
Not enough.
But you manage
It
to step to the side, and it misses.
Yes.
Oh,
I stopped
okay.
enheartening the party and kind of growled at it, and it kind of flinched. I may not
Excellent.
speak these odd languages, but I
Just growl back at the bastard, mate. I love that.
Yeah, he probably dealt with mangy dogs. It's like, shut up, you mutt.
All right,
Kill.
so next, the goblin archer in front of Sargon
No biscuit.
attempts to stab him with his jagged knife.
And because of defense, it gets -1.
Yeah,
Best.
and
Yeah,
fails
try to hit
as
me
you
with a 20.
definitely
Difficult to hit
parry
use
or
20.
step to the side as he attempts to attack you. And then the goblin on Egil will attempt to attack him.
Get off him. Oh no, what are you doing?
Fails.
Oh, very good,
Yeah.
very good.
Well, he
They
was
don't
put off
like
by
the Gandalf
wolf as
runes.
well.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Oh yeah, the Gandalf rune is like a 1 to
Yeah,
them,
Gandalf's
isn't
good.
it?
They need the
Yeah.
dark eye. They
Yeah,
need the dark
it's
eye.
a
Yeah,
zero
yeah.
for them.
It's
Yeah.
the other way around, yeah.
Now, the unengaged goblin is going to strike. These goblins don't necessarily hate men, so we'll just have him decide randomly who he's going to attack.
Me. He hates me. I hate him.
Ooh,
No, he
hates
tries
me
to take
more.
a shot at Orlan.
Is there a chance that he might hit his buddy if he fails? I don't know if that's
No.
the thing in this.
No.
Okay.
Oh, not the jagged knife, the bow.
And not throw the knife, I don't mind.
Ooh.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Ooh, wow.
Automatic
Uh-oh.
So, Orlan,
boy.
in the
Ooh.
chat window, there should be a little dice icon there where it says you need to make a protection roll test.
Ouch.
Yeah. I will,
You can click
roll
on
it.
that. I'm not going to be responsible.
No, of course not.
Here we go.
Let's see.
Ugh, now you need to make an injury roll.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, injury is another button there.
Yep.
There we go, I see it.
Jeez.
Okay, that could have been a lot worse.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Duration of-
So-
Okay.
You are wounded. You have a severe injury lasting for 3 days, but you're not out of the fight.
Okay.
However, if you take another wounded result, you go down.
Oh boy.
However, the plus side, you only, let me remove any things here. This should work. You only take, oh, I can apply all this, can't I? Yeah, apply all damage in states.
All
So
right.
you should now be wounded. You should be down 3 endurance. Yep.
Yeah, I am. Yep.
And I believe it will say on your wounded status, yeah, you have 3 days until recovery.
Yep.
All
Okay.
right.
Now, wounded doesn't at this time affect you. Like, you're not going to get penalties to rolls or anything like that. It just means that if you take another wounded result, you're down. And,
Okay.
like, death is a very real possibility.
Yeah.
You can be rescued if you go down, but, like, if you go down and everybody else flees, you're probably going to die.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't think everybody else is going to flee, but I'm just saying.
No.
Okay. So that was that goblin. Now the big boy. The big boy is engaged with Erithil. He hates men,
Feelings mutual.
of which Erithil technically is. So, I'm gonna open his sheet. He attacks you with a massive notched scimitar.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that's a
And
lot.
He hits with a great
Oh.
success. Not enough to do that, so he's gonna go with a heavy blow.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Did that reduce your endurance?
Yeah, it says that
looks
of
it
breath.
did,
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Not nice.
And finally, the last Goblin Archer is on Orlan. He is going to try to strike you
All
with
right.
his jagged knife.
Oh, very good.
And fails.
Woo.
Perhaps as you are shook back from that blow from the archer, he misses. All right, that is the first round of combat. Second round.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing
Does
my
anybody
sword at
want to
this
change their stance?
goblin. No.
Is there anything more aggressive than forward? Because that's me.
No. No. There's nothing more aggressive than forward.
No, I'm staying where I'm at right now.
Aerithil just, staggers
You are
that blow.
still outnumbered.
Yeah.
So nobody can take rearward. Everybody staying where you are?
Nope.
Okay.
Yep.
Sees Orlon take that arrow and
No,
just,
you can't go into the adversary zone.
Why not? I want to stick my axe up its fucking bahookie. I'll go for the
Wait,
big
you take
fella
a
then.
big boy?
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
so
going for the big boy.
calls out.
no, you don't
"Derek!"
get to pick because you're still outnumbered. I still pick.
Oh, you pick who engages who,
Orlan.
yeah.
Yeah, so this goblin charges forward to engage you, and everybody else sticks with who they're on. So, Orlan, you're
Yeah.
first.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna swing my longsword on this goblin. Let's see if I'm lucky this time.
Come on.
Oh, no!
No.
Oh,
dear.
no.
No.
Oh dear.
I jinxed it.
So- Perhaps because of the injury you've sustained, you shuffle a bit and misstep in attempting to strike the goblin and fail to do so. While Derek, after having just mown down one foe,
He
Another one
catches this
pops
one
up.
on the back.
On the backswing.
Yeah, it's like, huh, huh, huh. Let's see.
Penalty bonus dice, it shouldn't be ticked, should it? It was ticked early to untick it.
no, it should be ticked. You're in forward stance.
Oh, because I'm in forward stance, that's why that's automatically ticked. I think I
Yep,
unticked
yep.
that last time, by the way.
Well, don't do that anymore.
Yay!
look at that.
Yay!
Oh,
Look at that,
boy.
great success.
Great
my
success.
Very good.
Very
Very
nice.
Very, very nice.
Oh,
Nice.
but you did the thing again. You didn't roll on your actual weapon. You rolled on your skill.
Oh my
Instead of
God,
rolling
dude.
on the
Wait,
weapon.
no, I rolled on the weapon. I promise you I rolled on the weapon. My viewers will attest.
You didn't because there's no damage readout or anything.
Well, it's because
You rolled on the
that's because
combat
I've
proficiency.
not selected my special success yet, Brian.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead.
So I'm going to do this one again. Heavy blow.
Okay, so
Oh,
it has, yeah,
oh.
that's what I
my
was waiting
gosh.
for. So you've automatically done piercing blow on this thing. Look, I'm just gonna say either way you've killed it, but let's go
Yeah.
ahead and do the protection roll, which is gonna fail.
Yep. Oh, jeez.
One.
Oh God!
Oh wow.
One, and two, it makes the three.
And then yeah, I guess we'll apply all the damage and the wound. Like, yeah, just dead.
That is
How do you
dead.
kill it?
Yeah.
So the first one was the upswing, the second one was the backswing. Just just a diagonal opposite of what the first one was.
Just mowing things down.
Yep.
Okay.
He's going conga line towards the Derek and he just whoop. Yeah.
And now I'll
You go.
spin
You go.
backwards and do a full backwards circle for whoever's next.
Aerithil.
Helicopter.
All right. Aerithil is definitely going to try to take this thing down once and for all. He
Okay.
sees his master and friend in trouble. It's like, oh, no. You got to die because I got to go over there.
You got this.
Here we go.
Oh my God, he does.
Yeah.
It's a pretty low too.
There we go.
That's where you want me. That's the one.
Yeah, so I need to make a protection
So
roll.
protection roll.
Oh.
Wounded.
He is wounded.
Yes.
Doesn't it usually
Oh,
kill more
excuse
by
me.
one wound, or does it take 2 wounds?
Well, here's the thing. So he's wounded, and he's
Yeah.
also going to take 5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So let's apply all damage and whatnot. Yeah. So he had. Oh, was I playing him wrong? Yeah, I was 2. Oh no, he only has a might of 1. Okay, so yeah, if he had a might of 2,
He would still be going.
maybe technically he would still also be dead because when you're reduced to 0 endurance, you also take a wound. So he would have
Actually,
taken
would have taken 2
a
wounds.
wound from the piercing strike
And 1
and
from the
a
damage.
wound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, got you.
but yeah, you took him out. How do you take him down?
Nice.
Very nice.
He, made the first swing, took the shot, and just kind of flipped the blade and sideways, ran it into the side of him, and he's already moving, to try to get to Orlan. Just rips it free.
Okay.
I learned that move from killing that troll.
So that is Erithil. Egil.
Well, it appears that they don't actually need my encouragement, so I shall take a swing at this guy.
We're no longer outnumbered as well, boys.
Oh, yes. That's
Hi, Gandalf.
You are not.
Oh, nice. Another piercing blow.
Oh, kitty.
No,
Never mind.
That's a
Oh,
one.
no, that's a 1.
Well, you
Unlucky
can see
Dave.
why I try to encourage people rather than do it myself.
I mean, it's a talent. You just kind of it's like, this is not my forte.
Sorry, I can hit hard enough for the both of us, you win. Don't you worry. You keep singing.
Egil is a lover and a talker, not a fighter.
You keep
so much.
singing, I'll keep swinging.
Sargon.
Yeah, Sargon is going to attempt to do another swing with his sword. I should pop up. There you go. And the road.
Ooh,
Still
unlucky
nothing.
me.
Also not built for hand-to-hand. As the goblin dodges
Well,
out of the way.
it's because this is more the defense now. He's just more like keeping it busy while everybody's handling that one.
Right.
Which is a
Okay,
valid
so
tactic.
the wild wolf is actually not going to do anything just yet. So we're going to pass by him.
Oh, he's planning
and go
something.
to our goblins. Who will make their attacks. Yep, that's what I want to do. Sargon, the goblin stabs at you ineffectually with his jagged blade.
Ding, ding. He's just defensively. He's just chuckling. He's like, oh, you're cute.
Who's next? Yeah, that's what I thought. Egil. Just spewing hate at you, this goblin tries to stab you with his blade and fails. And
Well, we're as good as each other.
right.
I'm probably near
The
Pego.
last
I'm
one
like, hey, so how you
on
doing?
Sargon, or sorry, Orlan. Watch me get a piercing blow.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh, you're kidding
Oh my
me!
God. Really?
Oh, come on now, Brian.
No.
I roll
Jeez,
protection roll. Oh, boy.
Make the protection.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no!
Oh, fuck off.
He's not
What
technically
was
dead
that?
yet. We can still save him. We still can save him.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Make an injury roll.
Oh boy. Let's see. Injury.
Oh!
Is that good?
Okay. Lasts for the combat only, so it's about the shortest lasting injury you could get.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's probably like a
he's
wounded
also
leg.
suffered his second injury.
Is that like a
Yeah,
twist? I
this-
guess that's like a
Um,
twisted
down.
ankle. You can't walk properly now or something, right?
Does that mean he's
well,
out
no,
of
it
this
might-
combat completely until...
He's definitely out of this combat.
Yeah, he's down.
You all watch or are able to see Orlan drop as this canny goblin manages to find the chink in his armor and bring him down.
Orlan or Erithil just roars in fury.
As you should.
1, 2.
Oh, boy.
Hey, we kind of technically beat him by 1. So. Oh no, they're about
So,
even. We're about even.
Heroes
That's fellowship.
heroes are
folk.
considered to be dying if they are wounded twice.
Oh,
Or if they roll an I on their wound severity roll.
Okay.
Dying heroes must receive successful healing roll within approximately 1 hour, or they will die.
Oh, okay.
So
What? We need to get some of
Arlon-
those poultices and stuff for that.
I-
It's supposed to
yeah.
help with that.
I've
stuff.
got herbs and dressings as my special item, and I have healing too.
Nice.
not, and that's going to be helpful, but not during combat. That's going to.
Oh, no, no,
yeah,
no,
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 do after.
no,
yeah,
after
yeah.
No,
combat.
that's just to say that for later.
Yeah, you don't have to rush to his aid like this moment, but rushing to his aid to like kill enemies is obviously
yeah.
great.
Mhm.
Okay,
Get him back in the fight.
so Arlon is down. We're gonna mark you. Nope, not
Oh,
invisible.
I got to
That's
leave from
weird.
existence.
Why would I do
Oh,
that?
there we go.
Well, you want to put them in the rearward stance just to get them out of the way, or?
Nope, I'm just gonna mark you as.
Deed, you brown breed me.
Oh, do you have? Is there a dying condition?
Yeah, I think he's got a condition on him already.
Mm-hmm.
I have wound condition on me.
That's
yeah.
wounded. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna mark you as dead, but you know you're not actually dead.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
dying. Okay. But I want to leave you on the table. Okay, so is anybody else changing your stance?
Actually, I am shifting my stance to the frontline one. I believe it's called.
Forward stance.
Okay.
Yeah, forward stance. And I saw
Oh,
this one,
yes.
and I am pissed.
Get in
You,
about
you
it.
see him
Okay.
kind of his eyes glow, his glares, and he's like, "Oh fuck no, you're not messing with my family like that."
Okay. Who's next?
And I'm joining
Oh,
in.
Everybody's going
Oh
forward.
yes!
Yeah.
Come on, the boys. Now this is a
Okay.
fellowship. They're on the front
I'm
line with us
protecting
now,
Arlon,
Arthur. Let's go.
buddy.
Okay, so I'm gonna randomly decide who the wolf engages, and everybody else will get a goblin then. Oh no, actually, you guys are even. You're not outnumbered. You get to decide who wants to engage
Nice.
the wolf.
I will.
No, I would say maybe the dwarf because he does some nasty.
I'm gonna
Nice.
engage
Oh
the
yeah,
wolf.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, each of us could take a goblin.
and then everybody else gets a goblin.
Yep.
Okay. Orlan is unfortunately down. Derek.
It's spending a hope to kill this thing.
Okay.
Good.
So, axe.
So it's going to spend a point of hate, which means that your attacks are ill-favored, so you do not gain the bonus from hope, but you still spend the point.
Okay.
So it's like.
Oh, no. You
negative-
still get hope. Dang it.
Oh my
Oh,
god! I said
wow.
next success.
Okay, well, we'll let it go, because you probably couldn't roll...
I rolled a 31.
Like, even if you had rolled a 0, it still would have been... A 1 or a
Yeah.
0 still would have been a great...
Because I've rolled a 31.
Yeah, because you rolled a 31, so we'll
Yeah.
we'll take that.
Oh, now I've got I've got 4 choices
yeah,
of special
pick what you're
success.
doing.
They're all the same though. Doesn't get. Oh no, yeah. Right. So does that mean I'm getting?
You should have 2 lines.
I've got 4 lines now. Special success 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Did you roll that? Oh god, you rolled 4 6s. Yeah, you got to pick
Uh-huh.
all
Yeah,
of them.
yeah,
What
he
are you
did. We
doing?
saw that. He rolled 4
Yeah.
successes.
Okay.
I do a heavy blow for all of them, man. Just kill this thing.
39 damage.
39 points of damage.
Oh, he has
Oh my
a
God.
wolf pelt. He's gonna have a wolf pelt kind of thing with a wolf head right
So-
there.
I'm going to be wearing that guy. I'm going to be wearing him. Don't you worry.
Yeah,
That's
tell me
mine.
how you kill him.
So basically, it jumps up or it jumps back as I go to attack it, and the 39 damage is done precisely down the center of its body, from forehead down to its taint, and I split it open perfectly, ready for the man that's going to turn it into a pelt for me.
Oh.
Do it.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. That is Derek Egil.
Well, I'm going to deal with this creature, I hope. And I too am spending a point of hope because I'm determined not to be shown up by my fellows.
That's the
I hope.
spirit,
That's
Dave.
the
Come on.
It's like I'm gonna finally kill something.
You're inspired by Derek, you mean? I think that's what you meant to say. Inspired.
He did it.
Ooh,
Not too
that's another
shabby.
short success.
Oh.
2 6s. Nice.
Okay, so I can do a heavy blow or a heavy blow. So I think it's a heavy blow.
Two heavy
Do I
blows.
right click on it?
Well, if they're lit up, those two are already selected.
Oh, fine. In that case,
Ooh, 17. Pretty good.
Oh.
17. How do you kill it?
I desperately lunge forward, not particularly skilled, and throw myself at it, and my sword glances off its own sword and goes into its throat.
Okay.
And then I step to one side to avoid the shower of blood. So I don't want it to get all over my nice clean clothes.
So
Nice.
you not dexterously, but kind of undexterously murder this
Lucky.
thing?
It's a lucky shot. It's basically a
It
lucky
was
shot.
definitely a
Luckily.
lucky shot.
Drunken
Okay.
monkey sword fighting.
Arathil.
All right. Yeah, Arathil is just done. Like, okay, you're between me and him. You're gonna die. That's just all there is to it. Let's see here. You know what? I think he's gonna spend a point of hope, just because he's that mad. Just like, nope. 100% done
Love to
now.
see it. That'll do it. That'll do it.
Goblin is. Ooh, great success.
Mhm.
With a 6.
That'll do it, I think.
And how do
Heavy
you
blow
kill
for
him?
12.
Yeah.
And he just, sees this thing coming and just, just cuts it in half and doesn't even stop at his stride. Just keeps, stalking toward the next goblin in line. It's just like, he's making eyes at him like, you can run, but you will only die tired.
Nice. All right, last but not least for the heroes, Sargon.
All right, and he's sitting there, and his eyes like kind of just narrow at this goblin, and he just charges it, swinging at it.
He's a very lonely goblin right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh,
Ah,
okay.
oh,
missed it
One
by
away.
one.
One away.
Oh.
So you swing at him and perhaps miss because after seeing all of his friends fall, this lone goblin drops his knife and turns and retreats.
Oh, no, he
I will
doesn't.
give, if you want, anybody who still has a ranged weapon
Can I
a
pick mine up?
finishing volley to attempt to put him down.
Can I pick my
Oh, I
spear
got-
up or pick up one of the fallen spears up?
Not
Throw
in
it.
time to get him before he runs out of spear throw.
I got it. I got
So
my
only
bow.
people who currently still have a bow or a ranged weapon that they haven't used and dropped. So I think it's just Sargon and Arathil.
Yeah.
Get 'em, boys. Get 'em,
Or you
boys.
can let him flee.
Well, do I only have one spear? That's a good question.
Yes, you
Do
only
you
have
have
I
more
only
than
have
one
one.
spear on your sheet?
Yeah, he's going to take the shot.
Get a
It's like,
headshot.
oh, no, you
Get him,
don't.
get him, 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 get him.
Oh, that's a 6 there.
19.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you got him.
Yeah, it's like
So
it's like fuck you.
you see this goblin running off to the east. And just as it seems to hit a point where now you're noticing there is like another kind of path down the other side of the hill, Sargon lines up his shot and fires, hitting it in the back of the skull as it begins to move down, and you see its body tumble down. Sargon knows that he's dead. Like, there's no question.
He just kind of turns like we see explosion, like in a like an action film. He just turns around. He says, "Don't even have to look back."
Right. And with one of our heroes bleeding in the dirt on the top of this crowned hill, and the rest of our heroes breathing heavily, having defeated a pack of orcs with a wolf of some kind, that is where we will end our adventure today.
All right.
Well done.
Fantastic session.
Yet
Well done, everybody.
more lines to add to the saga. Wonderful.
So Orline's not technically dead yet.
So-
So it's
No.
So he's kind of.
Oh, yeah,
Whoever-
he's fine. He's fine. He'll be fine.
Whoever
Yeah, I'll
wants
be
to take
fine.
the opportunity for next time to do like a recap in the form of a journal or perhaps a song or a poem,
I think I'm gonna
keep
do
in mind that you'll be writing it later, like after you camp, so probably not in the middle of combat. Because obviously we still need to deal with the
Yeah.
results here. I'm sure you're going to be able to prevent him from dying.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
especially with Erithil being skilled in healing.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
for now, that's it. So I will pass out experience. Even though Orlon
Alright.
fell, he still gets experience for now. We're going to assume that he's still alive.
Yeah, he's gonna be alive. There've been enough people to keep him alive.
So
Oh, yeah,
everybody
we'll
gets
go.
3 and 3.
Nice. And it
And-
added automatically. That's nice.
Yeah, automatically it should be added.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, we will pick this up next session in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Woo.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
I would do the XP now, yeah?
Yeah,
I've
he just did it.
already applied it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he already
You
applied
should
it.
have 6 and 6 now.
Okay, nice one.
Yep.
Nice one. Thank you very much,
Awesome.
Brian. That
So
was a
much fun.
fucking awesome session.
Yes.
Epic fight at the end as well. Epic fight. Really cool. Really cool. Well done,
We
everybody.
need to get Orithil up because we've still got the big bad to deal with, haven't we?
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Thank you, everybody. It was amazing. That was a really, really, really fun one.
That was awesome.
Yeah, let's
Fantastic.
let's do it all again in 2 weeks. Amazing. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah.
Thank you, Max. Thank you, Tertor. Thank you, Marshall. Thank you, David. Thank you, viewers,
Thank you all.
for watching. We really appreciate you. We love you. We will see you in 2 weeks for session 3. We are RxOliver and the gang. Good night.